Welcome to the Art of War Streamhouse RTT, where 10 of the best players in the world battle it out to see which of them will have bragging rights for the whole year. The round 1 pairings have been randomly decided, and we've selected the most exciting matchups to broadcast here. Today's game pits Art of War veteran Quinton Johnson against new team member Kyle McCord. Quinton is running Champions of Faith Sisters of Battle, and his army has Aesrid Thurga and Agatha Dolan. 2 Canonesses, 1 Hospitaller, Morven Vol, 30 Sacrosants, 2 Immolators, 1 unit of Battle Sisters, 1 unit of Dominions, 3 Castigators, and a unit of Paragon Warsuits. Kyle's Gladius Dark Angels has Azrael, a lieutenant with Combi-weapon, 5 Intercessors, 3 Ballistus Dreadnoughts, 10 Deathwing Knights, 6 Inner Circle Companions, 2 Invader ATVs, 1 Land Raider Redeemer, 3 Outriders, and a Storm Speeder Thunderstrike. Today's mission will be played on Mission J, Linchpin, Raise Banners, Search and Destroy. Quinton and Kyle will be playing on Games Workshop Layout Number 3. Only one will withstand the onslaught and advance to the next round. But their journey doesn't end there. Claiming victory in the Streamhouse RTT requires going undefeated in one of the hardest tournaments of all time. Who will survive and who will fall? Stay tuned to find out.
Kyle, are you ready for the Streamhouse RTT?
Oh, yeah!
I'm very excited. So we know the mission, we know our lists. Let's go ahead and get right into deployments. I'll go ahead and lead us off. I've deployed everything on the table because I don't need no pesky reserves.
Ooh, he's holding nothing back, guys.
Reserves are for suckers. So we have a squad of Saxons here. The squad has been joined with a Hospitaller. The goal is they're going to go walk onto the center, and then they're going to kill some, and then I'm going to heal back onto the center.
Very clever.
Consider the squad here, and its entire goal is just to lock down this expansion objective with a bunch of OC. There's a Castigator here, which can come down this flank. There's 2 Castigators in the Volgons, which can go this way, or this way, depending on what it needs to do. This Immolator has Dominions in it, so it's going to scout, which means it can either go forward or backwards, depending on what it needs to do. There's a squad of Dominions right here. They can walk out and touch the center with their scout, which means that turn 1 I could potentially get an extra Miracle Dice with my banner. In my backfield here, there is a squad of Sisters of Battle. This is an Immolator here. It's kind of deployed pretty far back, so Kyle can't shoot it down this angle. And then there's a squad of Sacrosants here, which are deployed pretty far forward, so Kyle can't shoot it down this angle. And that is my deployment. Kyle, over to you. How did you deploy?
So, I have a unit of Outriders over here. What are these bikes doing? Well, they are going to try and come over here and steal Quinton's objective. I have a Ballistus. What does a Ballistus do? A Ballistus does one thing, which is shoot really hard. And
it sure does.
And it is going to try and move over here, try and pick off a Castigator, or maybe put some pressure this way. I have 2 Ballistus. One is back here, kind of like what Q is doing, where we have the Immolator, right? That is potentially going to be cutting cover this way. This is meant to cover the center. We have an ATV here so that it can move out and get area denial or other things that might be necessary turn 1. We have another ATV that's going to scout up that way, maybe do some movement blocking. We have a unit of ICC who are hungry for battle and ready to fight some Sacrosants or perhaps fight an Immolator if need be. We have a Storm Speeder Thunderstrike, which is looking for shots to add +1 to wound, especially for the Land Raider. The Land Raider is going to be moving towards my expansion. The Ballistus is going to be able to flex either way. And then over here, I have ye old Combi Lieutenant who's looking to sit on that objective. And that's all he wants to do.
That seems really good. Now, Kyle, what's your plan on going into this game? How are you feeling?
Well, you know, I'm feeling good. I'm excited because you and I both know this will be a little bit of a cagey match.
Yes.
Right? Which is both of us want to have the other person come out first. Because it's Linchpin, I feel secure knowing that the back objective is largely covered, especially because you don't have anything reserves. I wasn't really expecting you to. And so I want to push the Land Raider here, use it to threaten the Sacrosants if they choose to move on to the objective. In the meantime, we're going to be applying pressure this way, trying to get Quinton's critical units to come out, score secondaries really well. And in the meantime, you know, we're looking for that opening to try and take some of that really hard shooting armor off the board, maybe pick up a couple pieces before the real battle begins.
Yeah, my army is decent at killing you, but only if I converge.
Right.
So I really want to keep my Immolators alive for that. And then I want to make sure that I can pick off all your little things like your invaders and your bikes and stuff, because I want to have an advantage when it comes to who has more units.
Right.
Do you want to go first or do you want to go second?
In this scenario, I think I want to go second.
I think I do as well. I wouldn't mind going first, but I think going second is kind of what I want.
Yeah, I think that whoever gets to sit back, and one of the things to say is after I draw my cards, I might very much wish that I was going first or second. And that often is going to be sort of deterministic of what kind of strategy one is going to look for here.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, well, I'm taking tactical. I assume you are as well?
I am indeed.
All right, well, there's nothing left to do but roll for first turn. Good luck, sir. I rolled a 3.
Oh, I'm going to... Oh, I'm going to be difficult.
Oh, no. I rolled a 5.
I rolled a 4,
Oh,
which
turn 1 for the sisters.
is lower than a 5. I've recently learned.
It is, yeah.
So, good fortune to you.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Do you have any scout moves?
I do not.
I have 2, actually. We are just going to scout this Dominion out here so that I'm going to control it, and then I'm going to potentially get some extra miracle dice early on.
Yep.
Whoa, oh, no. Let's do something to this effect. And then I need to figure out where do I want to put this immolator. I think this immolator is going to scout forward just because I have the option to bring it back, but this is going to give me the option to go forward as well.
Yep, and both Quinton and I are trying to pick up each other's resources before the big fight begins. Maybe it puts you in a position to pick up a couple units that you want, or a couple models or something that you want.
Maybe I send it out and try and kill both the ATVs.
Yep.
But, okay, so at the start of the battle round, I am going to roll a miracle die and see what it is. It's a 3.
Can't stop rolling those 3s.
I know. And then, would you, good sir, like to cut my deck?
I would love to. I'm going to take these very top 2 cards and put them on the bottom. I know they're overwhelming force and mark for death.
Sure might be. We are going to draw extend battle lines.
Oh, I'm bad at cutting.
And behind enemy lines, which I will discard because it's turn 1.
Yep.
And then I will draw assassination. So this is going to be a command point. I really don't mind because there's no way I'm killing Azrael this turn. It's like technically, theoretically possible if I have the immolator and the Dominions inside roll perfectly, but we're just not going to let that happen.
That makes sense.
So we're going to add behind enemy lines back to my deck. I'm going to shuffle it up a little bit, and then I'm going to give this to you to cut as well.
Sounds good. Well, I did bad last time, so I'm just going to try doing the other way.
The other way around.
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely.
Then I have 2 banners on objectives, so I'm just going to go roll 2 dice and see any 4 pluses, I get a miracle die. So I'm going to get 1/6, which is quite nice because that's an auto-passed save on like a castigator or something, which means that 1 Ballistus is now incredibly unlikely to kill a castigator.
Oh no, my Ballistus!
And then this turn is really going to be super easy.
Yep.
So we're going to put some Saxons in the center and make you, commit a lot to answer them. We're going to put Saxons on this objective. Then we're just going to kind of shuffle around a little bit.
That's what I do.
So Aestrid Thurga and Nagathe Dolndune, they're going to go ahead and roll me in advance. I'm just going to roll this. I'm going to go 12 inches. No one is going to become righteous because I want to keep my miracle dice.
It makes sense.
And then we're just going to move up here. So this unit is just going to have really easy access to Kyle's expansion objective, which is really where I want them. They do have devastating wounds, so they're going to be surprisingly effective at cracking some armor.
And so part of what I've anticipated in the course of this is that generally I expected Quinton to try and push up into that spot. This is a really optimal position to try and push onto your opponent's objective. And so part of my goal in this is to make it so that if he wants to move on to the objective, he either is trying to make a charge out of there or he's alternatively moving into the range of my flamers, which is ultimately something I would very much like to have happen.
So I have a couple of options here. So I can be either an inch off the wall or I can be directly against the wall. If I'm directly against the wall, it's very easy for Kyle's Intercepting Companions to charge me. So the question is, do I want that? It would put your ICC like right here where they're pretty easy to be able to be killed. You might kill me, you might not. You probably do. I think because I can be an inch off the wall and then move 7 to walk onto it. So we're just going to be an inch off the wall here.
Makes sense. So the part of the goal of this is that Quinn does not want me to charge outside the wall. And so we are 1.01 or we're 1?
You can't fight me through the wall.
That is what we're looking for here. Makes sense.
So now we're going to advance this squad of Sacrosands.
Yep.
So they are going to go 10 inches. And then we're just going to go put some...
Let me ask an important question here,
yes.
Quinn. What are all these Sacrosands doing in your army?
Well, this is Champions of Faith, so in this detachment, they get, if I make them righteous, they're going to get +1 OC, +1 leadership, +1 weapon skill, and I can give them +1 AP, +1 strength, and sustained hits. It's 130 points, they're -1 to wound, I can make them -1 to hit, they hit pretty hard, they take characters really well, they're OC2, so they're just like generally all around really good units.
I understand. I don't accept, but I understand.
So we're gonna put 4 Sacrosanct on the objective, so that if you just walk bikes out onto here, you cannot take it back from me, yeah.
Yep, that makes sense.
These units are not invincible, but they're just like not that expensive.
At 130 for a unit of 10, right? You can, and then a character, you're running about 200 to put a unit on the board that is not trivial to remove. Yeah. And at that point, your opponent has to commit in order. And one of the things you want as a Sisters player is to really get your opponent to commit and engage with your unit so that you can use your armor to really remove what they put out.
My Castigator is going to roll in advance. It's going to go 12.
Vroom, says your Castigator.
So we're going to go here. So you can't shoot me anywhere, but next turn I can come down this angle and have easy access to shoot whatever's in this particular ruin.
That makes sense.
These Dominions are not doing anything, so they're going to go ahead and roll me in advance. So they're going to go 12 inches, and we are going to tuck them off this objective. They've done my job. We've rolled an extra miracle die. I want to keep them alive for the later games, the later game turns. So they're going to go right here. And then we're going to advance with the other unit of Sacrosancts.
Vroom, say your Sacrosancts.
So they're going to be moving 11.
Yep.
And then we are going to tuck them up here, and we're going to put 2 on the center objective. Now this unit has a Hospitaller inside of it, so they can heal 1 for free, or D3+1 if I discard a miracle die, and they have a Funeral Pain. And what this means is if Kyle wants to shoot me, he's just going to shoot and kill these Sacrosancts, and then I'll heal back on and I'll take the objective. Which means that he has to commit to holding it in with something non-insignificant. Now you could go kill these guys with your ICC, but it's not actually that easy to kill them, so you're going to have to commit like the whole ICC unit, and then you're trading your ICC for a squad of Sacrosancts, and I can kill them really easily with like Castigators or whatever. So I quite like that. That Immolator down there is going to go ahead and roll me in advance. It's going to go 14 inches, and this is going to keep it nice and tucked up and safe. And it's going to have really easy access to go put Battle Sisters on that objective next turn. The last thing we're going to do is we are going to roll in advance on this Immolator. It's going to go 14.
Vroom, says your Immolator.
So I could move it backwards or I could move it forwards. I think we're probably going to push it. So if I could put it right here, 1 inch off this wall, which means that if Kyle wants to fight me, he has to come to my side of the wall, and then he's in the open and exposed. I would be shot potentially. I don't know if you can actually see me here with this Ballistus.
I don't believe I can.
Okay, you'd have to walk out to here, and then that's fine. You probably don't kill me, and this means I can threaten this objective really well. The Immolators are quite important, but I think the only way that you kill me is with the Inner Circle Companions here, and I think I'd be willing to trade 1 Immolator for the squad of ICC just because I can kill them so easily next turn.
That does make sense.
Yeah. So that, I just have to shuffle Morgan Vol up. She's going to get pushed forward. Now you can advance and charge with these guys, but you're not really charging them. You'd be probably pretty dumb because you'd have to roll like a 6 on the advance, and then you'd have to get through there. There's like a cannon standing in the way, so not everyone would be fighting me, and then you would lose your whole unit to Morgan Vol's combat. I think we're okay with that. This Castigator is going to go right here so that I can shoot back down this angle if I need to. And then I think this one is going to end up going here. Because I have a 6 in the tank, 1 Ballistus is really not actually the big threat because you should hand me like 2 saves, and then I'm going to pass 1, and then I'll be damaged, but then I'll just shoot and kill back your Ballistus. So then now I have 2 tanks that can go this way. This one, if it moves 11, can poke its treads to here, so it can shoot back down this way or shoot that way. And if it moves 11, it can go to there. So I think we're going to be pretty set there. I think that's going to go ahead and be my turn 1. So I'm going to go ahead, if you want to take your turn, I'm going to go ahead and put my cards in. I'm going to discard Assassinate, so I will go up to 3 command points. Pass it over to you.
And so to talk a little bit about what Quinton's done here and what my response might be in some ways, you guys are probably familiar with the term like a castle, right? So this is definitely castling up a little bit, but one of the things we've done is we haven't just said, I'm not going to make you do anything, which is the problem potentially with a castle. Instead, what we have is what I would describe as a castle with points, meaning that there are places to attack from that we're pushing out at, and I have to answer some of these problems, or this just isn't going to go my way, right?
One small thing, I also got a banners point because I have battle sisters on my home field objective.
Well, now I'm really mad. Okay, so I am up to 3 CP because Azrael says, feel free to have yourself some extra CP. And now I got to think about how I want to respond to Quinton moving out. First thing we're going to do is we're going to flip 2 cards. Assassination. Well, it does make me tempted to go try and kill...
The Sacristans?
Yep. I would like to pick up that 5. I'd like to get ahead on secondaries if I can. My second draw is no prisoners. I'm especially tempted now. So, look, one thing as a rule as a player is I never want my cards to push me to do something I don't want to do. But in this case, if it does the cards and it answers my problems, it might be a good time to try.
Might be worth it, yeah.
Yep. And so Quinton has done quite a smart thing here, which is that I now can't use my bikes to just bully him, much as I would like to. And so here's the other thing I'll say is, as a principle with Dark Angels, if you're going to give someone 1 problem, give them 7 problems.
Yes.
Right? If you are going to use your armor, use all your armor. Don't fool around with it. And so it's an interesting question of how hard I want to commit in this given turn. But especially going second, that may help make some of my decisions for me. Now, I could be conservative. I could say, I'm just going to pay 1, flip assassination, draw another card. But the problem is, my real solution to these guys at 2 OC apiece is probably to move something in to deal with it, right? And I think that if I eliminate the middle, he certainly has to play the game a little bit more. And again, maybe I can create some problems that Quinton just has to respond to. So I think in terms of getting this party started, I think I like to get a party started.
Oh, we're going to go for it.
I think it's going to be hard this turn for me to hold this objective, given even if I move the Land Raider up there. If I don't get the party started, I think what happens is that I get a little behind on primary, which is not that big a deal, but I like to be tantalized, and you have tantalized.
I have tantalized. Ooh, that's exciting.
I like to be tantalized, and I have been tantalized. And I think if you're shooting at my melee, you're not shooting at my armor, and there's a part of me that likes having the armor around to go kill things afterwards.
Okay,
right?
Very exciting.
Yeah. So I think I may be a crazy man here.
Okay. Are you going to pop any doctrines?
I may. I'm going to ponder this for just a moment longer because it doesn't hurt for me to think. I could just do no prisoners, maybe go pick up the immolator, and that might be the play. The dominions have nothing attached to them, correct?
It's just 5 dominions.
The 5 dominions. So tantalizing. Well, if I don't go kill your Sacristans, you are potentially going to score 3 objectives, which is indeed a problem.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was setting up.
Yep.
So really, like I said in my turn, the thing is the only unit that can effectively answer this is the Inner Circle Companions.
Right.
So either Kyle's accepting that I'm going to hold this objective, or he commits the whole Inner Circle Companion unit.
And again, if I commit one place, I got to commit
all of the places. Yeah.
That's generally how it's going to go. Now, would you usually do this on turn 1? Maybe not in a tournament game, but you know what? I'm excited for battle.
We're going to go for it. All right.
We're going to oath this squad.
Oh, my support Sacristans.
Yeah. We crave the kind of battle that can only be done by killing Sacristans.
Now, the one thing I wish this army had, honestly, was a reactive move, but it does not. So,
the absolute distance in between this appears to be 13. Do I need my advance and charge later is an interesting question. I don't need to redraw a card, so I could just go for it. I think in this case, I probably will just pay 1 to put Azzy and his gang in advance and charge.
Seems good.
That because I don't want to miss this.
Yes,
that's one of the key things. That'd be pretty bad. In terms of this resource, I know that the Castigator can indeed pick me up, so I'm probably moving this way. But you know what? Instead of just talking about it, maybe I'll do it.
You'll even do it. Wow.
I know, it's crazy, right?
Crazy. Doing something?
What we're going to do first is we'll move this guy forward. and we're going to get our Deathwing Knights out.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's party time. I told you it was party time.
I know.
Now we're going to do a little pre-measuring here. It looks like to charge my guy here, Quinton is going to need like an 11. I'm going to make that a little bit tougher.
Okay.
Right there. And then I don't think I can realistically miss this charge.
No,
right?
it seems quite reasonable.
So we're going to go like that. Quinton, tell me a little bit about Deathwing Knights.
Well, they're -1 damage, which is a lot. So they're definitely going to take a good response for me to deal with. Their maces are anti-vehicle 4+, so their odds of killing an immolator are good, but not like perfect.
Not perfect.
Not perfect. I would really like to survive this. I don't have to, but I definitely could.
Yep. In the meantime, I probably do want to punish you for putting a guy here, right? I want to try and kill as many of them as I possibly can. Again, part of my goal here is to create pressure as many places as possible. What is good at doing that from the safety of my deployment zone is probably these 2 units here. This guy is going to just advance and get into position, kind of like what Quinton's doing over here. We're going to go 12. We're going to move the Combi Lieutenant onto the objective in a shocking turn of events.
Shocking turn of events.
The Combi Lieutenant, by the way, has selected the middle as the place where we're going to reroll 1s to wound.
I'm stunned.
Yeah, in this shocking turn of events.
Shocking turn of events.
We're going to go ahead and advance our friends right here.
Sounds good. 1 inch.
1 inch.
So you'll need to roll a 6 here, I think.
Yeah, there's a part of me that doesn't really love that, but do I dislike it enough to re-roll the 1? Probably I do. I will go to 1. Yes, I will. 4.
So you're 1 commit point?
Some would say that 4 is 4 times as much as 1.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You heard it here first, guys. Or you probably heard it like a couple other places.
Yeah, a couple other
places before that. But you know, generally you've heard it. You've heard it here. Let's go ahead and we'll move 1 ATV into safety over here. We're going to move 1 ATV over here. We are going to draw a line of sight from here over to here. So we're going to sneak our little gun over this way.
Oh, how dare you.
I am a cruel, cruel Kyle.
It seems you are.
And there, shoot, just like that. We'll move over this way just a bit so there's no... Now, an interesting question is we would like to be relatively far away from...
The Paragons?
Yeah.
They do shoot hard.
They do shoot hard. So we're going to move, we're going to look at that again. What we're going to do is we're going to move 8 this way because we know the Paragons shoot super hard, and we're not in Bringers of Flame, so we can pre-measure a little bit.
Definitely can. I'm not as fast as I could be.
Not as fast as we could be, which is important. A good thing to ask yourself before you finish any turn is there anything I forgot to do? In this case, I don't believe there is.
Move these spikes?
I will move those spikes. And see, Quinton was being a very good opponent and telling me, hey, Kyle.
And these are 4 wound bikes?
They're 4 wound bikes.
How exciting.
And we probably want to put them in a position where, you know, the thing is, I think you're going to be kind of busy. I don't think you're going to have time to come deal with them over here. And so that's what we're going to do, is we're going to put them like, they just have no use if they're not over here, though. That's probably the play. We'll just go like this.
Sounds good.
I'm a master of indecision.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm pro at it.
Yeah,
I was all-American indecision. So then, do we want to bring these out to shoot? I doubt that Q is going to let me shoot eternally at these sacrosancts. By the time these guys are done shooting, he's probably pulled out enough that I can't really do anything about it. So there's not really a lot of point to that. Okay, so then it is what the kids call time to shoot.
All right.
We are going to go ahead and start with, being +1 to wound against you, I guess, doesn't really matter, and I don't really need to commit this yet.
I'm -1 to wound for what it's worth.
Yes, you are. We are going to shoot you with ye old Ballistus. Would you like to make yourself -1 to hit?
It's totally in combat.
Oh, quel dommage.
Yeah.
Okay. We are going to shoot you with frag missiles.
Cool.
It's disrespectful, but we're doing it because you're going on 3-ups either way.
Yep.
Well, you're in 4 up, so if I do the crack missiles. All right, anything I need to do before I do this? I do not believe so. Here are the lascannons.
Sure.
Why am I re-rolling these?
Because I'm above half strength.
Yes, you are.
It's 1 hit with the lascannon.
And then looking for a
3.
3.
Yep. Does not wound.
That is not going to do it. Here's the frag missiles. 2 and a 1.
So 5 shots blast.
Man, these dice are cruel.
Yeah, they are.
We're going to look for 3s instead of 2s. Yep.
It's 3 hits, so let's keep this up.
And then 4s, because you're -1 to wound.
Yep.
I'm going to get you with one of them. It's a 3-up.
Armor save. I'm good.
No bolters, because I'm not within 24.
Yep.
We're going to keep going. We're going to rinse and repeat. Here's
Sounds
2
good.
lascannons.
Okay, 1 hit. 1 hit. All right.
All right.
Good start. I might not lose any Saxons here.
I think that's quite possible.
1 4 pinfall. I'm fine.
Here are frag missiles.
Wow.
4 shots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from blast.
Yep.
Re-rolling. And then we're wounding on 4s.
Yep. 2 saves.
2 saves
2
on
3-ups. I lost 2 seconds.
Oh, I did it. I finally got there. We're going to measure and see where we're within 24. It looks like we were not, so those are the only 2 that we're getting. Not really what I was looking for there, but
kind of like a bandit there.
Mediocre. Other things I need to do. Okay, so I can't shoot with them. These guys did a couple of wounds. Can't shoot there, because we're just staging up and moving over. We're going to go ahead and do some charges. We're going to do the one we care about, which is Azrael
into Saxons.
Into Saxons.
Sounds good.
That
you
is
made
a 5.
it. You would have failed if you'd not rerolled your
That is 100% true. I'm going to go ahead and move these guys in.
Yep. Now tell me about the offense on this unit.
The offense on this unit is good. Basically, with ICC, you have a choice of 2 profiles. Which of the profiles is bad? Neither of them.
I know.
It has... so if you want to go little attacks, which is probably what I'll end up doing here, you're going to get functionally 30 attacks with sustained hits 2.
Oof.
And it is going to be
Strength
6.
Strength 6, so wounding me on 3s.
And then if I do +1, I'll be wounding you on 2s.
Yes.
Right. And then sustained hits 2. 6 -2 1.
Okay.
Because you've got the feel no pain, I am going to still end up doing little swings because I just want a million little hits into the sisters. Azrael is also bananas. He's also going to hand them sustained, which in this case won't matter, right? But he's going to hand out a bunch of damage, or he's going to do a bunch of damage himself.
Now, are you going to charge me with your Death Knights?
I am. I'm glad you asked. That is an 11. It's actually kind of not what I was looking for.
You're going to have to come and base me all the way around.
I'll have to base you. If it's your first night at basing club, you must base. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the guys in the front, and there's just no way to avoid this problematic issue where we charge you, and then we really were hoping that was a little smaller. The good news is this guy, to get all the way around, would have to go 9 and then additional 2, so he at least can't base.
Yes.
So he's going to go like this and just get as close to the Land Raider as possible, because the Land Raider is our friend.
So the question is, do I want a heroic with the Saxons that are here? I could come take this objective. If I go like right here, you can hit me with like 2 dudes, and then if you hit me, you're not hitting the immolator, and you probably don't kill it. I think we're going to do it because I would really like to end up having this immolator alive.
Right. And maybe you will be like me and succeed more than you wanted. Yes. You only need to spend 1 CP there.
Oh, yeah, I should just mark the throwing number. So we are going to go 5 inches, which is perfect.
No, that's what I wanted!
So let's go ahead and move this Dominion, who's purely a marker just to show that we're inside of it. We're going to move the back models. We'll do the front models first just to block myself off. So we're going to go here, and then we're going to block off the front row here, and then no one else is going to be able to make base. So that you can hit me with a total of 3 guys if you would like to, and the rest are just going to come out here.
What is the AP on your weapons, Quinton?
These guys are going to be AP1.
Okay. So I was going to use 1 for +1 to wound versus your Sacrosanct, and now I'm thinking maybe I'm not going to do that because I'm about to be hit with a bunch of maces.
They are dev wounds. That squad is dev wounds.
Yeah. And that is discouraging. And their strength 4 currently.
I can make it strength 5.
You can indeed. So we get to activate. In whatever order we want to. Quinton does have enough to cut in. So I think what we'll do is we'll activate here first because this is what our points depend on, right?
I think I'm going to go ahead because you're not going to +1 to wound.
I don't believe I am.
Okay, so I'm going to -1 to hit because there is a small chance I survive.
Sure. So now instead of hitting on 2s, I am hitting on 3s.
Yes.
And what we'll do is these guys are going to move this way, and this way, and this way. And there say, hey, big boy Azrael, you get on in there.
Yep.
All right, and we're going to roll Azrael's attacks first, I believe.
All right.
Here are, and again, because you're Oath, I'm going to be re-rolling hits. Azrael is going to be hitting on 2 still because he's +1 to hit and he hits on a 2. Here are his attacks. He's going to get 2 sustained.
Yes.
He is strength 6, so we'll be wounding him on 3s, re-rolling 1s because the Combi lieutenant told him to. I am going to roll, these are dev wounds.
Okay.
And then this is at
1 invuln.
1
So 1 invuln, which I pass.
Yep.
And then here's 3 Fiuma paints.
If he's strength 6, he would be wounding
On
the
3. So here's another save, which we fail. So here's 4 Fiuma paints, or damage 2.
Correct.
I'm going to reroll successes here.
Sounds good.
So I fail, so 4 die.
Yep.
We're looking to keep 1 alive, because if 1 is alive, then I can start healing, and that's pretty big.
We're going to start with the first half, if it's okay by you.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're going to do the first half of the ICC. These are, again, going to be sustained. They're hitting on 3s, but they're sustained.
2 full rerolls?
Full rerolls. Now we rolled no 6s. The interesting question is whether we fish. And in this case, I think I'm going to choose not to.
Okay.
I am going to say these dice are cruel.
And you're winning me on 3s, roll 1s.
That's right.
This unit does hit quite hard.
Rerolling 1s.
Pretty good wound roll there. How many?
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11 4-up invulns into 5-up Fiuma pains.
Correct.
So we failed 4 here.
Yep.
5-up Fiuma pains. So they're going to lose another 3, so I have 3 left.
Here's the remainder of the unit.
Yep.
Hoping for some 6s here, guys.
There's some 6s.
There are some 6s. We'll take those out. Is there an invuln on a Hospitalier?
She has a 6-up.
She has a 6-up. Do I reroll all of it? I really need at least some points on no prisoners. I would love to score assassinate because that's what we really committed to this for. So she's saving on 5s. How many wounds does she have?
She thinks there's 3 or 4 wounds with a 5-up Fiuma pain.
Okay.
Let's find out.
I am just going to re-roll the little dice because I think that's what, or the dice that missed. I'm going to get 2 more.
She has
6s.
3 wounds.
Okay. So we're going to get an additional 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. These will be wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s. And then we don't, yep. All right.
Ooh, a lot of 2s there.
A lot of 2s. Okay. We're going to leave these in.
Yep. So I'm probably dead here. Oof. Maybe not. How many?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
14. So I got to take these 3 at a time on battle system, or on Sacrosanct. Fail all of them. Fiuma pains. Pass 1. So there's 1 Sacrosanct left. So we're good. Jesus Christ. Nope, so Sacrosancts are all dead. And then I'm going to hold 1 back so I might miracle die this, so we're going to look for 5s. I'm very, very likely dead here. I am dead, so that's going to be the unit and the character. So you killed 2 things, so I'm going to get 2 miracle dice here. So we're going to get a 1 and a 4. The 1's really good in this detachment. You did kill a Saxon unit really early on. I don't love that. I was kind of hoping to have this unit be alive a little longer, but your inner circle companions are nice and in the center.
No! All right. No longer able to cut in, so I am going to activate. I've gotten 4 points on no prisoners, and so I could split. I do very much want to kill the immolator, but the thing I think I want to kill more are at least take some of those sacrosancts out of the unit. You don't have a hospitalier, so you don't get to bring them back.
Yes.
Which seems important. I am not going to do +1 to wound because I do want to keep some CP up for my turn. So I am going to just put, it looks like I can get 1, 2, 3 into your guys and 2
into the...
Yep, and I think I'm fine with that. This guy gets to move over a little bit because he wasn't basing.
Yes.
And if it's your first night in basing club, you must base. We're going to go 3 inches this way. All right, and so the Deathwing Knights are not bad at killing sacrosancts, but they're not great at it. Because I'm going to be hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s.
9 attacks or 12 attacks?
It is 12 attacks.
Cool, sounds good.
Here
it's tough seeing the immolator survive, which is really nice for me.
Yes. Here are the maces. And then we're going to wound on 3s. But the news is that these dice seem to really like 2s.
Oh my gosh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to need you to fail some of those for me.
I'm going to hold 1 back, so I might miracle die this. 4 pluses. So I'm going to fail 1. I failed 1, so 1 sacrosanct dies.
I got some bad news for me.
Yeah, it's not good for you.
Here are 5 attacks with the lead guy into the immolator.
Yep.
I am going to hit and get 1 extra with sustain.
Sounds good. And these are going to wound me on 4s? Or these are going to wound me on 5s because he has the mace. Yeah.
He has the mace.
1 save.
At -2.
So 5 up here. I take that down to 9.
Here are the 4 attacks from the guy with a mace. We're going to hit with all of those. And we're going to wound with 2 of them.
2 5-ups.
Yes, indeed.
We're going to fail 1, pass 1, so down to 7.
We're going to go ahead and take this other death. Oh, gosh. I'm going to just knock stuff off the board for fun, too. I am going to take this particular Deathwing Knight. He's going to move and touch this unit right here. And then we are going to, unfortunately, say you get to fight us.
Okay.
An interesting question is whether I would like to... you get to declare your bonuses first. Is there anything you'd like to do?
Let me pre-measure some stuff.
Sounds good.
Because what I would really love to do is put 1 sacrosanct on this objective because they're OC2, so I would take it and get the primary. So I have 1 guy who's not basing. So if I block you off from basing here, I can then pile to here, it looks like, be closer, and then pile to end up in being like here and be closer. I think, unfortunately, I can put, so hold on, we're going to go like there. So if you go to right there, can I still base you? The answer is yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend my last command point for pile in and consolidate 6.
That's right.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to block myself off here. We're going to get, I'm currently, let's see if I can do this real quick. So I'm slightly more than an inch away. So it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get over here because there's no way I'm going to be able to do the thing. I probably should have just kept the sacrosanct back here when I charged. So we're not going to spend the command point. I think I'm not going to spend any offensive strats here. We're just going to pile in and hit you with everybody.
And we're getting 1,000,000 attacks here. I'd like to be saving on 2s. I think I will spend a CP for Armor of Contempt.
Sounds good. So I'm going to hit you now. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here's 8 sacrosancts with maces, hitting you on 3s, no rerolls. 6s are lethal. And then wounding you on 5s, 6s are dev. And then I have the spear into the characters. So that'll be 4 damage and devastating wounds, and then 2 saves. 3 saves, sorry.
So, first we'll do 2-ups.
Yep, so 3 2-ups.
And then I have the option to pop my Watcher.
Yes.
In this case, I think I will choose not to. I will choose to take 2 wounds. Why only 2 wounds?
Because you're -1 damage. Here,
Man, that's like a pretty good ability. I almost feels like I should have put. It almost feels like I planned that.
Here's the spear. The spear is going to hit you with everything because it's sustained hits, and then this is going to move you on force. One save. This is going to be AP2, so down to AP1.
I love it.
Here is the scribe's stick. 2 hits, winning you on 5s. Nothing, and then I have the cool sword off the character. 4 hits, and these are going to wound you on 4s. 1 damage and dev wound, and then 1 AP2.
Here's AP2. Love that. I'll take the dev wound. I will go to 1.
Okay.
A question, Quinton. Why didn't I pop my Watcher in the dark to protect myself?
Because you might take more dev wounds later.
And I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, be bad.
I am going to, and this I may have been too brazen, but I think that it might have been necessary. I'll take 5 on Assassinate.
Yep.
And I'll take 4 on No Prisoners. And then I will say, now it is Quinton's turn.
It is indeed my turn. I definitely didn't expect to lose quite so many Saxons so early, but the nice part is you are actually very exposed now.
I am indeed.
And we're going to have to see what we can do. So the goal really is to kill those Deathwing Knights and kill these ICC.
Yep.
I like that. And if I can kill a Ballistus or the Land Raider, I'm going to be really happy about that.
Sure.
You only have 1 command point, so there's a lot of things you can't do and not a lot of things you can do.
True.
But you could rapid ingress over here.
I could.
So if I get within 6 of this, it stops your rapid ingress, basically, correct?
That is correct.
So I have to put a sister, something right there. Do I have anything that can really easily get there? So if these guys move 7, they don't do it. But if they roll a decent advance, they can get there, but they're not shooting or charging or doing anything like that, and they're kind of walking into the open.
Correct.
I'd love to push Morvenwald this way. The fact is, if I push her this way, you could also just spend your CP to go there.
Yep.
I think we're going to try and see if we can't bait out the Overwatch or something like that. I really don't want to get Morvenwald charged. I want to keep that unit alive for as long as possible, but unfortunately, I do actually need it active, like, right now.
Right.
So we're just going to go ahead and see what happens. I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and draw some cards. We're going to draw Overwhelming Force.
Well, that seems quite good.
And recover assets.
Which is less good considering I've kind of pushed Quinn to go into a go turn, right? And so recover assets is certainly not a bad thing to draw, but given that he's doing other things with his units, he may not really want to do it.
So I could do it with, like, there's a solo Canoness there that can do it, and there's a squad of Battle Sisters there that can do it. I think that's what's going to end up happening is I'm just going to ditch it for a command point because I don't want the defense next turn.
That's right. And also, one of the things that happens is if you half commit to recover assets, there's a high likelihood that your opponent will be like, you know what, you got that guy out in the open, I'm going to go kill it. Yeah. I'm going to kill that Yow, I should say.
Yes. I'm going to get this Miracle Fly always. It's a 6.
Man.
And then I'm going to get one of this on a 4+. It's also a 6. I do like that. I now have 3 6s, which means I can start using them for offense.
Which is good.
Which is good. And then I need to make some people righteous. So I kind of have 2 expendable dice. So who wants to be righteous? I think I'm going to try and hit you. I think the squad is probably going to come out. And then if you drop Deathwing Knights here, I'm just not going to do that.
Fair enough.
So this squad is going to be righteous. We're going to do that. Boop. Do I want my Paragons to be righteous? I could give them sustained hits. I do want Vol shooting this particular turn. That would be nice. Your Land Raider, very thankfully, is touching this objective, which means I could shoot you from, like, here. Which is, sorry, touching this terrain piece. So I could shoot you from, like, here, which is quite nice. If Vol walks 8, she could just see you, and then if she's right here, she's actually very safe. So that is likely what's going to happen. And then she's here in case I need to shoot, or I need to charge back into these ICC.
Right.
So I think we're probably going to end up doing that. You could reactive move, and I don't want that to affect me. So I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get out a squad of Dominions with Flamers. And they, wishing they had Meltaguns, are just going to get out from this Immolator. And they're going to go stand right here, and this is going to do a variety of things. So the first thing this is going to do is we're going to go put a dude on this objective to contest it.
That does make sense.
The next thing we're going to do, I should say a girl on this objective, is we're going to block it so you can't end a move with these Terminators within range. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm also going to make, I think, the squad of Sacrosanct righteous.
So righteous!
So we're going to do that. This is Battle Sisters, but whatever. We'll grab their models in a little bit. And then we're going to ask Kyle if he would like to Overwatch, because this will be his 1 command point for the turn. This is also basically going to block your Land Raider in, so it can't actually do anything. And then we're going to go right here with this last model, just to be as annoying as possible, and we're going to shoot a bunch of Flamers at this thing. We're going to put it right here, this Dominion, just so Kyle can't ever get, like, behind that.
Quinton, I'm annoyed.
Yes. Would you like to overwatch my 5 dominions?
As much as I would love to, I do realize that I probably need later resources, so I'm going to hold off.
Okay, so we're going to hold off on that. I do like that. Now, I have 2 command points here. These sacristans are going to walk out 7. Just going to go be right here and probably charge into those bikes. And then we're going to advance the Battle Sisters in my backfield, and they're going to do screening duty, so they're going to go 7. So 1 has to stay here. 1 needs to stay on, so we're going to end up with something like that, and then which means we can do...
Quinton, why are you so interested in screening your backfield?
Because you, good sir, have Deathwing Knights, and I don't love Deathwing Knights. They're very scary to me.
And it turns out if somebody dumps Deathwing Knights in your backfield, good thing or bad thing?
It's a bad thing. Objectively a bad thing, yes.
You know what? That makes sense.
Yeah. So like I said, I'd love to kill the Land Raider, I'd love to kill the Deathwing Knights, and I really need to kill the Inner Circle Companions. You do have one command point, so you could like react move. Technically they're only going D6, which is good for me. This Immolator could stay in combat. I don't think so. I think it's just going to fall back. It's just going to go right there. It can't do anything, but it's in kind of an annoying place for you to deal with. Would you like to do anything about that?
I would not. And what Quinton is doing right now is something that you want to be thinking about when you're playing, which is offering your opponent opportunities to make some mistakes.
Yes.
Right? Where you're saying, okay, would you like to do this? Would you like to do this? And it's something you'll see in, you know, a huge number of, let's put it this way, of competitive contexts.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Let's move. Let's continue moving.
Some would call it the movement phase.
Someone call it the movement phase. I do need to screen this area out. That would be like good for me. And I'd love to get ignore cover onto this. So if this Immolator, I'm going to put a little die right there. If it comes just like 12 to right there, I'm not going to be in melter range. This is where bringers would be nice. If we go 10 to right there and then we pivot, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get melter range, but I can pretty easily just do that and then be in range of your Land Raider to turn off cover, which is going to help tremendously. This is also going to open up this area, so we're actually going to get the Battle Sisters out just to be on screening duty, and I'm going to do that before I move.
Yep. So we have what we're also looking at here is even on your go turn, one of the things you want to think about is you want to make sure that you are covered so that you aren't, let's put it this way, that when you're pushing forward, your opponent isn't also simultaneously pushing forward on you.
Yes, that would be bad. These girls have devastating wound bolt pistols, which is very funny. I don't want to get them overwatched, so I do need to fall back outside of line of sight. They're moving 7 right now. So they're just going to go right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to tri-point this one Deathwing Knight. I don't know if I can do that. I don't think I can. If I could, if the geometry worked out, you could wrap a guy so you can't react to move. I think if you react to move the Deathwing Knights, it's not the end of the world, because you can't actually go that far. And then these guys are going to go behind the wall where you can't see them with the Land Raider. And then these guys are going to end up moving here, so I can charge this way or this way. Would you like to react to move?
I think I'm okay, and because he's righteous, he can fall back and charge.
Shoot and charge.
Shoot and charge, and it's going to cost him a CP?
Yes.
It's going to cost him a CP, and he's just going to pay that now?
Yep.
So if I knew for sure that, let's say that I was in Tactical Doctrine, I could fall back and get into the Land Raider, that would be what the kids are calling hot. But right now, Quinton has done a smart thing and prevented me from being able to fall back. The one reason I might reactive move is that I'm very tantalized to move this over to here. But frankly, if Quinton's turn doesn't go the way he likes and I survive defensively, it could be very bad for him.
Yeah.
So what I want is I want to spend the CP doing things defensively, even though I might not love it, even though I'd like to protect things here with the reactive move.
Yeah.
Quinton, do you have any further movements you would like to show us?
Quite a bit of movement, actually.
Oh, some might even say you're in the movement phase.
Some might even say I'm in the movement phase.
Some might even say.
I think we're going to advance. Can you let me a die for these Dominion squad here? Can you advance them?
I will gladly do that.
Thank you.
I'm going to roll a 2 for you.
So they're going to go 8 inches and go be screening back this way. Get out of the way.
As we said before, we know that Quinn's going to be moving some of his armor up. Last thing he wants is for me to then, again, drop in behind him and create lots of problems.
So we're going to go here. 24 is going to get the tank, the Deathwing Knights, and the ICC.
Sure.
So we're going to have plenty of options there. We're going to move the Volgons now. Orphan Vol is going to step to right here. 8 inches is going to go right there. 8 inches is going to go right there. 8 inches is going to go right there, where they can all see your Deathwing Knights, so they're going to shoot there first, probably.
That does make sense.
We already have something on the objective, so we do have to force, or Kyle has to deal with something there. I think this Castigator wants to be screeny, so it's going to go here. Now 9 inches is to here. A Deathwing Knight squad does not have 0 size. If I go right here, I can really easily shoot at these inner circle companions, and then I can really easily shoot at these, just do like that, shoot at these bikes as well, depending on how the shooting phase goes. We are set up that I could potentially charge Orphan Vol into you because I have a 6, so my potential charge ranges is much better than usual. So it looks like you're not going to be able to drop Deathwing Knights anywhere back here. If you could drop them over here, you could already do that. And then we're going to push this Castigator to right here, where it can see, I think, where does it want to go? I think it's going to go right there.
Yep.
So it can see the Deathwing Knights, the ICC, and we have a lot of options. So the land rate is pretty move blocked. We like that. There is, unfortunately, at some point just going to be a rapid ingress. So I just want to make sure it's not hitting like my important things. So this Cannoness, I think, is just going to walk 6 inches to right there.
And Quinton knows I've already drawn Assassinate, so there's not really a big fear that I am going to be able to kill her for 5 points.
We're actually not going to move that Cannoness.
Oh no!
For the simple reason that this would be the perfect time for you to reactive move, because you could reactive move like out of line of sight. So we're just going to keep her there. And we're just going to trust the fact that you'd have to come over here, and I don't think you want to extend into them. You're going to be able to hit something with Deathwing Knights. I'm just going to hopefully make it not like my whole army.
That makes sense.
We have Overwhelming Force and Recover Assets. We're going to discard Recover Assets. We're giving you a 0, hopefully on primary, or a 4.
Yep.
Would you like to Rapid Ingress?
I would love to. And I would love to do it for free because I do want to save that CP for something defensive.
Yes.
And so part of my feeling here is that if the Castigator is shooting this way, he is not shooting at my
inner
circles. Additionally, what I want to do is I want to make it so that if Quinton charges, he is in a position where he is also going to most certainly be within heroic intervention range, or even be forced, actually, I think in this case, to charge the Deathwing Knights as well. That allows me to push on this flank. He's going to end up giving me a low primary. I want to do the same to him.
Yeah. So we are going to go ahead and go into the shooting phase. We're going to start with this Castigator is going to shoot everything at your inner circle companions.
No, my inner circle companions!
We are going to fire the Hunter Killer Missile at the inner circle companions.
That also makes sense. So I'm going to be -1 to hit because that's what inner circle companions do.
Here's the main gun hitting you on 4s.
Yes, indeed.
3 misses, and then wounding you on 2s.
Yep.
Rerolling. That's a wound. So these are going to be AP 1, damage 3.
We're going to put them on guys in cover over here. We'll start with 3 of them.
Mm-hmm. So kills 1.
Kills 1. Here's 2 more. We're going to lose a guy.
Cool. Here's my heavy bolters. Hitting on 4s. 2 hits. Okay.
That was cruel.
Yeah, and then wounding on 3s. 2 saves.
We're once again going to put on a guy in cover.
Yep. He's fine.
Oh, yes, that's right. Yep.
Here's a missile. Hits. Oh, it does not hit because you're -1 hit.
Yep.
And then a storm bolter. And force. 2 saves.
2 saves. Guy in cover. I'm going to take a wound. I'm down to 2.
Okay, so this one is going to shoot you.
And one of the things we're going to say now is what happens afterwards after you shoot me with a Castigator?
I'm going to give myself +1 AP.
No!
And we're going to fire the Hunter Killer Missile down at the Deathwing Knights.
Yeah, and...
But actually, before I do that, I'm going to shoot the bolt pistols at you to see if I can't chip the wound. So the Hunter Killer Missile is going into a full knight.
That makes sense.
So here is 7 bolt pistols at your Deathwing Knights hitting on 2s. And then wounding you on 5s, death wounds.
That does make sense.
So 2 damage and death wounds and a save.
Here's a save. Joke's on you. I'm going to fail that one. All right, I'm going to go down to 2 on... We're going to lose... We'll just lose this guy. I should still be within 2 inches here. And then this guy is down to 2. Okay.
Sounds good. So the next Castigator is going to go ahead and shoot you, and he's going to put the missile down on the Deathwing Knights. So here's the missile of the Deathwing Knights. We hit, and we wound.
We are going to be on a 4-up.
Yep.
Nope. We're going to fail it.
Damage is 1.
Oh, that's some good news for me.
Here is the main gun at your ICC.
-1 to hit here.
5 hits. Wounding on 2s. That'll be 5 4-ups.
So it doesn't matter if I put these on guys in cover.
I'm going to take that back really quick. Because you have a wounded model, which I totally forgot about, I'm going to shoot the 2 damage heavy bolter first.
You go ahead.
4s. So 2 come back in, and these are going to be 3s.
Yep.
There we go. So that can be 2, 4, 6, 7 2 damage 4-ups, and then 5 3 damage 4-ups.
Here's 7 2 damage 4-ups.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pass all of them.
Okay, and then here's 5 3 damage 4-ups.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep. Failed 2.
Failed 2, so those are 3 damage, right?
Yes, 3 damage.
So I'm going to lose this guy and this guy. Why am I losing these models in particular, Quinton?
Because they're the ones that other people can see, probably.
Yes, and they can be charged.
Yes. Well, you did make a lot of saves there.
I did pretty well.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. And then I have a Stormbolter at you, which is just 2 shots. No hits.
Yep.
Okay. So I do need to kill those, which probably means we're going to put a Castigator gun at them. Let's go ahead and move over to here. We're going to put +1 AP on here from the 100 killer missile, which is why we shot it this way. So now we're going to shoot, this Immolator is going to shoot everything at the Hunter, the Land Raider. We're going to put the Heavy Bolter at the Land Raider. No, we'll put it at the Deathwing Knights, see if we can shift the wound. So here is a Multi-Melta at your Land Raider. Looking at 2 hits, looking at 5s here. Nope, we are twin linked. Will be nothing. Here's a 100 killer missile. We hit, and we don't wound. And then a Heavy Bolter at your Deathwing Knights. Looking at all hits, and then 4s here. 1 3-up. We'll kill the wounded guy.
Ow! And I don't get cover here, right?
Or it's AP1, but it's AP2, sorry.
Oh, AP2.
Because the Castigator shot you. So we're going to ignore cover here on the Land Raider.
My cover and my Land Raider.
And then let's have next we're going to shoot you with this Castigator. This Castigator is going to shoot, we're going to put the main gun and the heavy bolters here at Azrael's unit, and then we're going to put the 100 killer missile here, and we'll put the Storm Bolter here as well.
That sounds good. I'll still be -1 to hit.
Yeah. So here is the Storm Bolter, or here's a 100 killer missile at your Land Raider. We miss. Here's a Storm Bolter. Here's the first one. Misses. Is this worth a miracle die? I really would like +1 AP. I think, is it? Force you to Armoured times. I think what's gonna, I need the CP for later. I think it probably is worth a miracle die. So we're gonna hit you with the Storm Bolter, just so I get +1 AP against your Land Raider, and then I don't wound you. Okay. Here's the main gun at Azrael's unit. All hits.
Oh no!
2s. Twin linked. Can you give me 7 4-ups? Damage 3.
We're gonna start on the guys because they'll have a little worse save.
Yep.
So these are 4-ups. 1. Okay, so here's 2 more.
Yep.
We have 1 more guy left.
Yep. He's dead.
Dead, and then this is on Azrael.
Yep.
Azrael's going to take it. He's going to be down to 3.
Okay, here's heavy bolters at Azrael.
All right.
And then these are going to wound you on 3s. Will be 4. 4 3-ups.
I will get to claim cover in this instance.
Yeah, yes. Yeah.
So these will be 2s.
It's AP2. But, because I heavy bolter AP1, and then I shot you with the Castigator.
Oh.
Yeah, so you are dead.
I am dead, which is unfortunate, and I think there's just no way around it. Okay, so that'll pick up the squad.
Cool. So the Volgons are going to shoot. We're going to put the Storm Bolters and the Multi-Meltas at the Deathwing Knights, and we're going to put the Vol herself is going to shoot at Land Raider. Ooh, am I discarding a 6 to make a Vol awesome? I don't think I'm going to kill you at this point, so I think no.
Okay, and so you have a lot of AP1 guns here,
So
correct?
it'll be AP2 or AP3. Ignore cover.
nor cover. I could turn it down to AP1, but you know what? I kind of could use the CP, especially now that Azrael is dead.
Yeah. When you on 5s full rerolls, you get 4-ups against this. I think this turn is not going outstanding for me. How many 6s do we need? We're going to risk it. We're going to discard a 6 to make Vol awesome.
That sounds good.
Yeah. I was hoping that one of the Castigator shots didn't have the 4 for this. But anyways, here's 6 multi-melta shots out of multi-melta range at your Deathwing Knights. Hitting on 3s, rerolling. And then wounding on 3s, rerolling. Can you give me 5 or 4? 4.
I can.
4 invulns.
4 ups?
Yep.
I'll fail 3 of them. Go ahead and do the first one.
First one, 1 damage. Then, so kills 1, Deathwing Knight.
Kills 1, yep.
And then 1 damage.
Sounds good. I have one guy who is down to 2.
Here's Stormbolters. 3s. Rerolling. Now we're looking at 5s. Rerolling. We 3 AP 1s. Look like you got cover, so you can take 2 ups there.
We're going to take one.
Now here's the main event. Here is Fidelis into your Land Raider.
Fire away.
Fire away. We're going to go fishing, because I kind of want her to do that. Hopefully we get a bunch of 6s here. We got a bunch of 1s, not what we wanted. And then we're going to wound you on 5s with full rerolls, 2 saves, 2 4-ups.
Gotcha.
Take 2 damage.
Down to 14.
Here's Vol's missiles. Both hit. That'll be 1 AP3.
Gonna go ahead and pass it.
Sure are good. So we are gonna shoot these Dominions. They're all gonna shoot at this Invader ATV.
No, my Invader ATV!
How many wounds is he?
He has 8.
Is he 8 wounds?
Yeah. 60 points.
That's hilarious.
Dude, he's so much better than a Scout Squad.
Wow.
You heard it here first.
They're gonna shoot at the... Oh, why is this? Okay. We will shoot... Yeah, I guess we'll shoot the... I don't have good options here. Yeah, we'll shoot the... We'll shoot the Deathwing Knights.
Makes sense.
Because I got an AP there. And then these are going to wound you on 4s. So that is going to be 6, 9, 3-ups on your Deathwing Knights, and then I have a flame pistol.
Here's 9 3-ups. Ooh, we did bad. We're going to take 4 wounds, so one guy's down to 1.
And then here's the flame pistol, 5. Wounding on 5s, 1 AP1.
Ooh. It would kill me. It does mean the Sacristans have nowhere to charge. Really? I guess they could charge into the Land Raider. What's the charge into the Land Raider?
Not terrible.
So it looks like it's probably an 8.
Yeah, so I need to roll a 2+ if I use a 6.
Oh, yeah, that's not bad.
Yep.
I am going to do nothing about that.
Okay. So, we killed the Deathwing Knights, we killed the ICC.
Could be worse.
Could be worse. We're not in a terribly exposed position. This is all good. Let's evaluate charges. I'd like to keep the 6s in the bank. I could potentially make it and kill you, and that would be awesome. I could... Hilariously enough, I don't know if you can like ever get to see me because you're going to have to go... You can't really drive through this way.
Correct.
So I'm kind of safe there.
That does seem like a good thing.
That is very safe. Versus I charge you, I don't really do much. I think it would really gum you up though. It would gum you up. It would give you the unit. Because you, as it currently stands, the Land Raider on your turn cannot shoot my Sacristans there.
Unfortunately, no.
Don't think you could shoot some Ballistus at them. You have 14 wounds. Vol really not awesome. I think we're not going to do it. I think we're not going to do it. We are going to go for this charge into the bikes. I'm just going to roll it, and if I fail, I'm going to use the Canoness free strat to roll it into numerical die.
Sounds good.
So 4 inches will fail. I need to roll a 5. Ugh. How badly do I want to make this? You'd probably heroic with your Deathwing Knights. That would be all your CP. You might kill the whole unit. You might not. You wouldn't be able to lance. You're tied up. You could fall back and do stuff, but then you're not like doing anything else. I think if you send out, you get to shoot them to 6. 6s are valuable, but not like crazy valuable. I would really love to kill your unit. I was really hoping I would just roll 5 there. Ooh, this is a really difficult decision point. Do I feel like I'm down enough? I would let you kill most of the Sacristants in your turn versus the Deathwing Knights would pretty much have to go and be the ones to do it. Or to CP and the free strat, which is whatever. I think we're just going to free strat reroll it.
That sounds good.
We're not going to
use up a miracle
use
die.
a miracle die. So we failed.
Okay. Well, it answered the question for you, didn't it?
It really did, yeah. So overwhelming force, I'm going to get for 5 for cover assets. I'm going to ditch for a command point. So I'll go up to 3. If you want to go ahead and start taking your turn.
Yeah. Quinton, coming into this, you obviously weren't psyched about that shooting phase.
No.
I'm not totally psyched because I lost 2 pretty valuable units, but I think I'm also pleased that this didn't quite go your way. The Land Raider didn't quite go your way. So I don't think I mind that. I think what I want to do is try and do as much damage as possible this turn in order to really put the hurt on you, so to speak.
Yes.
Okay, and I'm kind of spread across the front, and I might want to reevaluate where I want to go. First, what we're going to do is we're going to go up to 2 CP. We're going to draw 2 cards.
Yes.
We are going to draw Sabotage, which is not something I guess I'm fine with it. I can do it with a Combi Lieutenant.
Yeah.
And Cleanse, which I also think I'm largely fine with. I don't love. So 2 action secondaries on a turn where I really want to be doing things is not great, but I think at this point, especially because I can discard 1 for CP, I probably live with it.
Yeah.
Now, looking at my options here, I've lost 2 of my melee units, and so I have to... I've done that basically in exchange to get you out in the open a little bit.
Yes.
Right? And I certainly want to take some of your armor off the board this turn. I also think that I would like to try and kill as much of Vol's unit as possible.
Yes.
One of the conditions for Sisters where they lose is that they just don't have Vol anymore, because Vol is such a potent part of the army. The other condition is if they get all tied up and can't really get out. I think I could try and make either of those conditions happen. I think you were smart not to charge that in, because I think what would have happened is I think it probably wouldn't have gone your way.
I agree.
And then
I think I do like 6 or 7 damage to the Land Raider, and then we're just there.
Right, and then this annoys me because I need to go do something about it, and I don't have dedicated melee in that part of the board. Shooting them is not super efficient, which isn't great. In terms of Doctrine, I think this turn I'm going to ponder it for a moment, but my high likelihood is that I'm going to be moving into Devastator Doctrine.
Okay.
Because I think what I want to do is I want to shoot at these with +1. If you think about where I am in terms of board position, right? I need to clear these things that are blocking me from holding my expansion. I also need to clear this and make sure that this part of the board is threatened so that you have a problem you have to deal with.
Yes.
Right? So as much as I would love to deal with the Volgons, and in fact that probably is what I'll do, I am in a spot where I probably also need to be engaging in other spots on the board. One of the things I want to look at first is I want to think about, okay, can I poke a little nose through here and try and flamer into the Immolator, right?
Possible, yeah.
I think that might be the play that I'm looking for there, because I need to do something more interesting with it than kill
5 Dominions.
5 Dominions, right? I don't mind killing an Immolator, because one of the things about Sisters is if you can get rid of their Immolators, they no longer turn off cover.
Yes, which is big.
Which is big. And Quinton and I, even if I find some little line here, what I'm going to do is, because Quinton and I already agreed that I couldn't see this, that's part of being a good player here, is that I'm not going to say, oh, I found some little line there. Again, that's part of good etiquette on the board. I do certainly want to get this over to here, so I can hold this objective for 4. I also, again, I want to remove as much of his high OC as possible. In essence, what I'm telling you is I'd love to kill
everything.
Everything.
Yes.
But I have certain problems I need to deal with first. So I think in terms of Oath, things that have to happen, which is always a good thing to think about, I think that I probably have to do a significant amount of damage here. And I have to take the immolator off the board because our immolator is OC3.
Oh, I think there's OC2.
That is good news because that ATV that was 8 wounds is also OC2.
I am OC2 as well, yes.
It's a good day for Kyle.
All right. Seems that way.
Seems that way. Yeah, it does. Yeah. Some of it does. So let's go ahead and say, I think pre-measuring a little bit, this guy gets to move 12 inches. Now, one of the questions is his nose. I don't want to move this around. I want to make it match what's over there.
It should be like here, pretty much.
It should be there. So I'm going to pre-measure this and say, okay, here's where the back of his tread is.
Yep.
I'm going to move this ATV for just a second. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go shoop. And I think I can stick a little nose.
I think you think you can. Yep.
Yep. Okay. Again, we don't want to gotcha anybody. We want to make sure we do these things in advance. All right. So thinking about my Oath target, which was what I've been doing this whole time, I am going to put Oath, and nothing's left in transport. Is that correct?
No, everything's on the table.
Everything's on the table. I think even though I do not necessarily love it, I think that I probably need this to happen. If this doesn't happen, I think things go way wrong for me. And so if you're gonna gum up my works, I guess I gotta gum up yours too a little bit. Checks out. The Ballistus are gonna end up shooting at Vol. Do I need rerolls there? I don't. Because
they're Ballistus.
They're Ballistus, and we love Ballistus. So we're going to go ahead and put this here. That's probably the right play. I'm not sure.
Sounds good.
Okay. We also need some fellas to sabotage. That we're going to be cleansing up there, but we got to take control of that objective first. We could end up cleansing here if this succeeds and just ices that guy, but we're going to find out about that later. In the meantime, the Thunderstrike's going to be moving over because we want to just use this line that Quinton established to just pick up as much of Vol's squad as possible.
Yes.
All right. I think I've explained myself to death, so I'm going to enter what's called the movement phase.
Oh, the movement phase.
Quinton, let's ask a question. How do you feel coming into this turn?
I feel okay. I think the game is very much in balance.
Yeah, and that's where we started the game too.
Yeah.
Right? And so
there's a reason we put this game on, because we thought it was going to be a really good game to showcase.
Yeah. Plus they've...
Now, one thing to consider is that you're ending a move within 9 here, so I could react and move the Dominions to block off your little...
Ooh, okay.
Yes.
So what I have to do then, thank you for telling me that, is we are going to have to go vroom.
Yes.
And so we are going to use... Fortunately, we are in advance and shoot.
I see.
And so 9 inches, if we got over here, we could vroom over there. And I think that's what we want to do. We're not going to go that fast, but we probably go fast enough that we can... 13 would put us to here. I'm going to measure that real quick. That would be here. It looks like that would be 9 outside the Dominions.
Then you're good.
Okay. So we're just going to go like this. Now, one of the things is this reactive move does annoyingly keep me from doing exactly what I want to.
Yes.
But again, we're not playing a gotcha game here, guys. We want to be forthright about... And one of the things I need to remember, too, is that Quinton has 2 6s. Mm-hmm. I don't like that.
So when you move the Land Raider, I am going to react to move them now.
That sounds good.
Because you've moved the Land Raider, so you can't now move the Land Raider somewhere else.
That's very true.
Yep, so they are going to begin moving 4 inches. So are they within 7 of the transports? Looks like they are not, because this one girl is out here. But I think what they are going to do is they're going to go this way. They're going 4 inches, which should be enough to get her there. And they're going to be off the objective, but now you can't shoot them with your Land Raider.
But I wanted to.
I know, but now something has to go deal with this squad of Dominions, which is really quite nice.
Well, horse rattles.
Horse rattles, indeed.
Horse rattles. Sorry, you guys got to bleep that later.
It's a Midwestern.
It's a Midwesternism, right?
Yeah.
If you guys don't know, I'm from Iowa.
How dare you?
I know it's one of the more well-known states. People know a lot about it.
People like to fly over it.
That's right. We actually have a T-shirt that says "Wave to us" the next time you fly over. I'm gonna go ahead and move. I'm gonna go ahead and advance that dreadnought. Why am I advancing it?
Because you can advance and shoot.
There's never been a better time to be Gladius. Well, I guess it's always been the same time to be Gladius because it's existed since the beginning of the edition. But all right, so this does interestingly clear a spot for me to move my ATV in, and it could be a good opportunity to do some movement blocking here. But the weird thing is, I actually might want to charge with the ATV. The ATV is not bad at that.
Yes.
So we're going to move. The one thing I don't want to do is I don't want you to put a position. The Dominions are OC1, but I would love to get within melter range on this. Now I will want to do that last in the hopes that you will magically have used up your 6s by then.
Yes.
Because it turns out 6s for sisters
Are good.
Are pretty good.
Yeah.
The Ballistus right here. It's an interesting question of how much I want to expose him, but I can get some shots on that Sacrosanct squad I don't like, and I like doing that, so I think I'll move there. I think this guy is going to move up and take as many, again, we're going to take as many lascannons into the Volgons as we possibly can, and then this speeder is going to go super vroom, and it is going to land its back end just right along this line to keep up the fire into them.
So it looks like you're definitely all going to be able to see this girl, but if she dies, I don't think you'll be able to see...
No, we are really relying on her taking some damage and then...
not dying?
And not dying. So that doesn't bode well for me because I would like you to die. An interesting question is if that causes me to reevaluate and maybe, if it's okay, I'm going to move this into here so it can shoot at the immolator. Because you're right, at a certain point I'm going to run out of stuff that's going to be good to target there.
Yes.
So I think what we'll do is move like this. It's not a bad idea. These guys, they've stickied. So they are like, you know what, man? It's time to go. Open fire. Intercessors used to be really bad at shooting.
Now they're quite good. Yeah.
No, they're pretty good. They're going to advance because there's no reason not to. They're going to go 10. What we're going to do is we're going to get them all just within 24. We're going to go like that. The bikes are in an interesting spot. It could be that they sabotage. The problem is it very well ends up that if I do that, Quinton could be like, you know what, I really don't want him scoring that, and I end up holding sabotage, which I really don't want.
It's a bad card.
It's not a card I really want to be holding. I could get a cleanse for 4 here and just call it a day. I did get quite a few points earlier. But the Combi Lieutenant can just sabotage, but then he can't cleanse. This guy did move up, so he could just cleanse. That's probably the easy play. So I think what we do is these guys, it's probably time to party.
Okay.
So this guy is going to move 12 this way, and then we're going to move the rest of them around here.
All right.
Because they can't move through terrain, but they can move through their own guys.
Indeed.
And they're going to, they're going to turn around because it's weird that they're just like driving backwards. They're the masters of...
Yep.
All right. So I've got some options in terms of getting points. I think if things hadn't gone a little poorly my first turn was not super hot. Quinton's second turn was not super hot.
No.
And so I think I'm pretty happy that I get another crack at it, so to speak. Let's make sure those are 24. I'm going to be making my charge harder no matter what. The good news is there is a lovely little castigator for me to take my shot at. And I think what we're going to do now is enter the phase where I try and do some damage.
Go ahead.
I like that confidence.
I know. I'm
very confident.
I'm the Emperor.
Oh. Well,
it's my turn now.
Yep. Let's go ahead and we're going to start with... you're going to get 3-ups either way. Yep. I'm going to just put all the intercessors there.
Sounds good.
4, we are going to use a crack grenade because I don't believe that the frag grenade is really going to kill you.
Checks out.
2, 3, 4, 5. Anything I need to do before I do this? I don't believe I have anything left to bring in. I think you and I are just partying.
Oh yeah, these are 3s and 4s.
This is 3s and then 4s, and I'm re-rolling. 3s and 4s.
Oh, good thing.
Yup. All right, Dark Angels dice. Let's see what
you better than the Iron Hands dice.
Yeah. You guys might have noticed the dice changed over. There was a reason for that, and that's why it's better.
2 there.
Thank you.
And then we did me on 4s.
On 4s. I'll be AP1 here, which is also called irrelevant.
Yes.
Oh, there's one more. Probably about average. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Might get 3 of them, hopefully.
That's the goal. This is 9. 3 up involved. 3 armor saves. You get 2.
2. I'll take it. Here is a grenade launcher. Miss. Try again.
Miss.
Miss. Oh, he's bad at grenade launcher. All right. So we've done that first. One of the things you want to do when you guys are shooting, by the way, is you want to say this has to happen first. First I have to do X. Now I have to do this. Now I have to do this. Right? We are going to this. So this thing has to die.
Yes.
There's no scenario where that is not the case. And this guy is shooting last because he has options.
Many options
over here. So I think we're going, but our friend here, this Ballistus, has no choices.
Yes.
He is shooting at one thing, which is why we're going to do that. So we're going to start with 2 lascannons. We're going to re-roll.
Some at full health. 1 hit.
1 hit, looking for a 3 to wound.
Yep. No. Oh, I like that.
Here's the missiles.
1 hit. Re-rolling. 1 hit. Good job, Ballistus. You are man after my own heart. 0 damage.
Here's 2 bolters.
I had a game at Worlds where 3 Ballistus killed 3 immolators. 1, 2, 3.
1 wound. No AP.
Pass.
Oh, no. Okay, well, that kind of sells a little bit of what I need to do there.
Yes.
We are going to start with the Thunder Strike into
the Volgons?
The Volgons.
All right.
Why?
Because this is going to give me plus. You're going to give you +1 to wound.
I love +1 to wound.
Oh,
I'm glad you brought that up.
Oh, +1 to wound.
I love +1 to wound. All right, so here is the old lascannon.
Yep.
We're going to hit on a 2. We're going to wound on a 2.
Toughness 7.
Looking. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. So looking for 3. Finding it at -3. Looking for a 4.
Warp involved. Fails.
We're going to do D6 +1. We're going to do big 5.
So we're going to kill 1. So I hate losing Paragons, but the unit is Vol +1 Paragon's pretty good. I want to save all my defensive resources for the second Paragon because now this guy can't shoot at me.
Right. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do the 2 Las Talon shots.
Yep.
Hitting on 2s. Ooh, we love that.
Yep.
Wounding on 3s. Going to 2 at -3. Those are 4-ups.
2 at -3. These are 4-ups. These are damage D6.
D6 +1.
What's the range of the last Talon?
36.
Oh, you should are. So we're going to roll the first one. They're going to be getting my 4-up pretty much regardless. So I'm going to roll both of them, and then if I fail, I'm going to reroll into a Miracle Flag.
That sounds good.
So 4-ups, pass 1. We're going to CP reroll this and just pass it.
That sounds like a really good plan. Here is the 24-inch gun is out of range, so we're out of luck on that one. But I'm not sad. I'm now +1 to wound if that Ballistus wants to go that way.
Yes.
We are then going to move into other things that have to happen a particular way. I would love to split fire with this Land Raider, but we have a little thing we like to consider, which is I like to always ask myself a key question here, and this comes from a TV show. Would an idiot do that? Would an idiot do that? And if an idiot would do that thing,
don't do it.
I don't do it.
Oh, wow.
Right. It's like really quite good.
Yeah.
And so what I'm going to do is now my Ballistus has relatively limited targets, right? And I do need that to die.
Yes.
So I don't want to waste. So the Land Raider is going to put all its flamers here.
Okay.
Well, let's do one other thing first. Let's put the bikes into this squad.
Sounds good.
Because that could be interesting. These are hitting on 3s.
Rerolling.
Rerolling, fortunately. That is better. And these are wounding on 4s, and it's twin linked, so we'll reroll them. These are, and we're going to get 4 at -1.
So looks like I have no one in cover, so 4-ups here.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll say 4-ups here. Kills 1.
Didn't matter much. All right, so then we are going to, that helps explain a little bit of where we're going to go. We have 7 wounds left here.
7 wounds left.
So I'm going to be wounding on 5s, rerolling 1s. I am going to put the flamers here, the multi-melta here.
Okay.
I'm going to put the HKM here, and then I'm going to put the assault cannon over here.
Sounds good.
Here is, and then I have a bolter. We'll put it into those guys too.
Cool.
We're going to start with flamers because we'll start with the melta actually because it's kind of interesting.
Yep.
Hitting on 3s, wounding on 5s, rerolling 1s. 1 at -4.
I mean, I'm probably going to die anyway, so I'm just going to roll this. We fail.
We're going to give you 6-7 damage.
I'm dead. Do I explode? I don't.
But my flamers!
Do you get a miracle die off that?
Overkill, guys. Sometimes you need it. And when you do, you'll be glad you did.
Yes.
Quinton rolled a 1 for the miracle dice. So that frees me up a little bit. It means that I can cleanse with that guy, which is
He
a little...
did advance.
Oh.
Yes.
I cannot cleanse with that guy. I will be cleansing with that guy.
Yes.
Which means that, or I have some options. I can cleanse with that guy because he did not advance. He did not advance. He just moved 12 because he was within range to get within there. Would I like that thing to die? Yeah, but you know what? I did 0 wounds with this thing. The odds of me killing you there are relatively low.
Yeah.
So we got homeboy over here who is sabotaging, right? He's off the wall so that we can't just get killed, right? And then and actually, if it's okay by you, I'm going to push him back.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
He's just going to go over here where there's nothing to really interact with.
Safety.
Yep. Because he no longer needs to hold that objective. The ballistus is there. If you blow up the ballistus, it's a bummer, but...
Yeah, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world. Also, it means you're shooting at my ballistus, which as a Marine player is exactly what you want.
Yeah.
So, good news. I have 1 immolator off the board. I would love to have 2, but so be it. We are going to move over to the... we are going to move over to...
You have your assault cannon?
Oh, thank you. Yes, I have 6 assault cannon shots. Re-rolling. I am looking for 3s here.
Yes.
And that's twin linked.
Oh, no.
I will take the 2 dev wounds, and then I will use these to get 3 saves.
3 saves. Kills all 5.
That is what I would call not very good.
No.
That's a little surprising. Didn't expect that to work. But sometimes things just go bananas. I now have, if I'm looking at it, I have this ballistus left to shoot, this ballistus left to shoot. I think that I will have, this ballistus is, you still have a 6 left.
Yes.
I am going to shoot 2 lascannons here.
Okay.
You know, I can do this first. Because he advanced, I'll just shoot that here.
I'm going to pop smoke on this.
That makes a lot of good sense. Here are 2 shots with the multi-melta. 1 hit.
No saves.
No wounds. That's good. Here are 2 shots with the little guns. 1 hit. Twin linked. No. Well, I am now discouraged from shooting at that guy. You have succeeded. I am going to instead use this guy to shoot. I am going to shoot, you know, thinking it through. As much as I would love to kill these guys, I don't really have a lot of
ways to do it.
A lot of ways to do it and a lot of ways to do damage there. So I think what I want to thin you out a little bit if I can. I think what I will do is I will shoot the las cannons here.
Okay.
And I will shoot, I'll shoot some frag missiles at, let's just put everything here.
Everything at the casket?
Everything. I want it to go away.
Yeah, makes sense.
Because I don't think I can see that whole castigator. You're going to get cover no matter what, which isn't ideal. You know what? I'll put frag there. That's fine.
Okay.
So frag, and then
lasers. Lasers.
Lasers. One laser.
Reroll. One hit.
Laser. I will reroll that.
No saves. Oh, perfect.
Man, these guys have not been real good this game. Here's missiles. I will get a total of 5, 6, because you are no longer quite as blastable. Rerolling because you're above half.
Yep. And then wounding me on 4s.
Wounding you on 4s. I'm going to hand you 4 ups. 3 ups. 3 ups.
Kills 2.
Yep. Here are 2 bolter shots.
Okay.
Rerolling because you're still above half.
Yep.
2 hits. 2 wounds.
2 3 ups here. Who's one?
Well, I'm glad I split it the way I did, because I at least thinned that squad down a little bit.
You did, indeed.
I have my opportunity to kill Vol or do some damage to Vol.
Yep.
So I think I'm just going to take it.
All right.
I am going to have this Ballistus go ahead and shoot at them.
Okay.
It might be worth ignoring cover and getting +1 AP here. Yeah, I think that...
So this would just take your missiles from a 3 up to a 4 up.
That's right, yeah. And that would be... And because the thing is, if I can get rid of both Volgons, life looks a lot easier. It looks very difficult, though, because you are holding a 6.
I already used one on that unit.
Oh, you did?
I did, yeah.
Well, I am nothing if not tantalized. So I will... I need a CP for a reroll here. I really would love this to work. Part of my gut tells me it maybe won't. I'm going to just shoot you. I'm not going to do it.
Sounds good.
Here are... I'm also going to put my bolters into the unit of Sacrosanct. If you're going to take 3 ups, you take 3 ups. That's
Sounds
fine.
good.
Here are shots into the Volgons.
2 hits.
Two
Winning
hits.
on 2s here.
1 to 2s. 2 at -3.
2 4 ups. Pass both.
There we go. Here's missiles.
Both hit. And then
And
2s
twos
again. These are going to be 3 ups here. And pass 1, fail 1.
We will do...
1 damage.
That's probably worth a reroll.
Yeah, probably.
I'll go to 1.
Go. 3 damage, down to 1.
Not quite enough. All right, here's bolters.
Cool.
1, 2, 3, 4. Rerolling because you're still above half. And then 4s rerolling. I'll give you a hand you 4.
4 3 ups. Lose 2 more.
Well, I have winnowed down the number of Sacrosancts on the board, but I haven't done much to winnow down the armor.
No. You killed an immolator.
Killed an immolator.
And that is one thing that this list is really designed to do, is the Sacrosancts are so cheap that they really do absorb the first blow.
They do.
They keep the castigator machine going.
I think it's time for us to charge.
Cool.
The first thing that we're going to do is, it looks like we are within 7 here, so it would be a 6 to get to there.
Sounds good.
I think we're going to try that.
All right.
That is a 6. This is why we pre-measure everybody, so that there is no question about where things go.
So when you're done moving, I'm going to heroic with my Canoness.
That sounds like a good plan.
So we're going to do that. Should have been a heroic, and then I'm going to base all of, or I'm going to go like over here, so that a bunch of your Deathwing Knights have to go backwards at me.
That does make sense.
I can't fail this charge, so she's going to go 5 inches. It looks like right there is the best, so that I am... Yeah, so then 4 guys are going to have to hit her, and only 1 can hit the castigator.
That's a good play.
Yeah.
I am going to go ahead and use the bikes to charge the Canoness.
Sounds good. Oh, I'm sorry. I
6.
lost 1 immolator. Any other units I lost in the shooting phase? I think that's it.
I believe you are correct.
Sounds good.
All right, so we get to go 6. We are going to move this one to here.
Yes.
We're going to move this one. We're going to just pivot and go like this. And then this guy cannot base, so he's going to use this as an opportunity to come over here and move on to this objective.
Sounds good. I am going to put my 2-up in Vol at the start of the fight phase.
Oh, no!
Oh, I did lose a Sacrosanct unit. That's a critical die to 3.
I have some other charges, perhaps. Do I wish to go tie up your immolator? I can't, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and... How many wounds does this young lady
I
have?
believe she has 4. Let's find out, though. On the Canoness. Canoness is 4 wounds.
Okay. I am going to go ahead and we will activate the bikes. We'll move this one just to here. Still be within 2. We are going to attack her with the bikes.
Yes.
So she has a 2-up invuln.
Yes.
Okay. So we're hitting on 3s, rerolling everything.
Yes.
With the exception of wounds, we will not be rolling. We'll just, okay. 3s.
And then it'll be 3s to wound. And these are damage 2, correct?
Correct. Not great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
5, 6, and this is all your attacks, correct?
It is.
So here's 5 2-up invulns. So she is fine, and she's taking no damage.
Cool. So we activate with the Deathwing Knights.
Yes.
Okay, so the Deathwing Knights now are in a precarious position where they need to... here, we do have the opportunity to base this way.
Yes.
So we will do... I kind of want Dev going that way. So...
You'd have to move closer to the closest enemy model, and she's the closest for these 4 guys.
For those 4 guys?
Yeah, so 1 guy can hit my Castigator, and then 4 have to hit the Cannoness.
That sounds like a plan. I will let the lead guy fight her.
Sounds good.
Here are 5 attacks into her with the sustained hits weapon.
Sounds
Actually,
good.
you know what? There's a smarter way to do this. 4, 4, 4. Here are the attacks into her.
Sure.
Rerolling. And then wounding on 2s.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 2-ups.
2-up invulns. We're good.
Ah! All right, we'll put the lead guy into her. Here's
Cannoness, let's go.
I know. Getting 1 extra. I could fish here, but I think I'll just let it go. Looking for 2s. We'll reroll this. 4 Devlins.
Well, I'm dead.
Yep.
I get a miracle die. It's a 5.
Okay, and then here's the attacks into the Immolator, or not the Immolator, the Castigator. 4 hits.
Yep.
And 2 wounds at -2.
2 5-ups. Pass 1, fail 1, down to 9.
Sounds good. We will go ahead and consolidate into said Castigator.
That makes perfect sense.
We will go this way. Choop. 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 I think we'll go like that. We already have the objective because you were OC3.
Yes.
Okay. Well, the turn didn't go quite the way that Quinton wanted it to. I don't know that it went the way I wanted it to. I will get 2 on Cleanse. I'm still finishing Sabotage, so we'll see about that.
Yeah.
And then it's over to you.
Thank you. So heading into turn 3, this is a very interesting game. I really thought it would be like decided by now.
Yeah.
It's definitely not.
Yeah. This turn, if it goes really well for either of us, is really bad news for the other player.
I agree.
And unfortunately, I haven't removed any of your armor. My armor has done not a lot this game. And it is definitely a game of denial going on. Secondaries, it looks like, are going to matter quite a bit. CP is down to the wire, man.
We're really going to have to see.
Yes, and we'll do some cards, some Battle Shock.
So I will get a 3 on primary.
Yes, you will.
I don't owe you any Battle Shock tests, which is quite nice.
Sacrosanct.
They're at half strength.
Oh, are they?
They're 12, they're at 6.
Nice. Okay.
We're going to draw 2 cards. We're going to draw Area Denial, which seems pretty easy.
Yep.
And we're going to draw Engage on all fronts, which is also going to be 2 points.
Yep.
So not bad. I'm going to get a Miracle Die on a 4+. I'm going to start stealing yours.
Ooh.
Sorry, this Immolator is dead, so I can steal its dice. So this one I'm always going to get. It's a 3. And then I'm going to get one on a 4+. It's a 6.
That seems good.
So we're definitely going to make some stuff righteous. I think my goal this turn is to pick up as much stuff as I can.
Yep.
So it's probably going to be these bikes, both the Invader ATVs, and if we can nail it, the Land Raider.
That makes sense.
Tell me about the defense on this Thunderstrike.
This Thunderstrike is T9, and it has 11 wounds. It has a 3-up.
Has a 3-up. So really, it's not that crazy difficult to kill. I need to contest this objective back and give Kyle another 3. Because then I'll have a slight primary lead. So I think the first thing that's going to happen is I do need to make some stuff righteous. So we're going to make the Astrid Thurga unit righteous because I would like it to be cool. And then, does anyone else need to be righteous? Yes, this Castigator needs to be righteous. So that way I can fall back, shoot, and charge it.
That does make sense.
So we're going to budget our CP for that because I would like to shoot with my Castigator. We're going to fall back, shoot, and charge here. I think for Area Denial, we are just going to run this Cannoness into the center. We're not going to pop her 2-up invuln. If you kill me, it's not the end of the world, because this is going to be your Overwatch and a command point. Would you like to Overwatch?
I think as much as that would irritate you, you have another unit that can go over and do something about it. So
Dominions, yeah.
Yeah, so I will choose to do nothing.
All right, cool, perfect. So now I have good options there. We know he'd be falling back and charging. I actually want to make sure no one else wants to be righteous. I don't believe anybody else does. So they're going to do it. I get sustained hits, possibly. I've only come in one, so no, we're not going to make anyone righteous. Can you help me in advance on these battle sisters, please?
I sure can.
Thank you.
Looking at a 4 there.
So they're going to go, are we within 13? We're not, just barely. So they're going to move 10 inches in there. I don't need to screen anything out anymore. So we're just going to come over here so that they're going to be useful next turn.
That does make sense.
I have a squad of Dominions which is alive and potentially could be quite annoying for you. I think this Immolator is going to move. We're going to put it like right here where it's touching the point. We're going to go be right there, so I'm within 9 of your... I think I'm going to have to do that, and I'll just charge onto the point and call it a day.
That does make sense.
So we're going to be there. What do I want to do with these Dominions? It's a great question. They would really just like to be alive. I don't really see any awesome things for them to do. I think they're just going to hang out right here, and they're just going to shoot flamers at this Invader ATV. And if they need to, they can just charge this Land Raider and make you either go into Tactical Doctrine or spend a command point to put them in Tactical Doctrine.
That does make sense.
Yep. Continue to be annoying. These Sacrosancts are going to come over to here. Make sure we're also within 9 there. So we have a variety of options. We're not going to get overwatched, and I can charge in any direction. If you have like 2 wounds here, I can just go do some dev wounds to you.
That does make sense.
Yeah. Battle Sisters prep so that next turn I can just run them out and contest that objective once again.
Yep.
And then we already paid my CP to fall back, shoot, and charge here. I think I would like to kill Bikes, Invader, Land Raider, and then if I can kill one other vehicle, that'd be great.
Yep.
We're not going to count on that. I think unfortunately Volgons do have to come out and play, partially just because now next turn, especially if you're crippled, you're going to have to like commit to dealing with them. So we're going to stay outside of 12.
Aw, come on. You love being within 12.
We're going to be outside of 12. Please no overwatching me, good sir.
But I love overwatching.
Honestly, we'll even just put him in cover.
It's part of a sick game that Quinn likes to play.
Within 18, and then we're going to run Morphin Vol to right here, where she has plenty of options to shoot at.
Yeah, and now Quinton has a good dice to throw away to make her super powered, unfortunately.
I do, which is unfortunate.
Fortunate for Kyle.
Yes. I think this Castigator is going to end up doing something just like so. So that we can see 1, 2, 3, 4. We can see like basically all the targets.
Sure.
This one, I believe, is just going to tap. It's going to go, I can't fit right there. If I go right there, I think that's probably what I'm going to do. I can suit it a bunch of things. We're going to put OC3, which means I now need to kill 2 Bikes to tie this point.
Correct.
This is going to move 11 because it's righteous.
Oh, yeah.
So it's going to move 9, and then, I don't know if I can do that. I'm right here. I think that, I really don't want to let Kyle charge 2 Castigators. I think we're going to go to right here, because this is going to give me good options to a variety of targets. And then if he charges both Castigators, he's probably not going to be killing them.
I am going to use that opportunity to reactive move. Why am I doing that? Well, I would like to take this point. At this point, I've seen that Quinton really doesn't have another way to... And that means that in order to keep this, he's going to have to kill this and this.
Yes.
So I will spend 1. Okay. I will reactive move. I will go
5 inches.
It also allows me the opportunity to move a guy into cover, which I like. So we're going to end with his base, I believe, right? That's a little dubious. So I think what I'll do, because I have some options here, now Quinton can charge back in. What I want to do is so that if he does that, he doesn't get onto the objective. He's just touching me here, right?
Yes.
The one challenge is I would possibly put myself in a firing solution for the Volgons. I don't really want that. The good news is it's not one contiguous terrain piece, so yes. I can use that to my advantage a little bit here. I think what we'll do is, if my back end goes here, it looks like I can fit 1 guy over the line. You want to take a look at that?
Yeah, probably.
All right.
So one's going to go there.
One's going to go there. And then what we'll do is we'll block off the rest of the objective this way so that there isn't a spot that the Castigator is going to fit, and we also can't be shot.
That is super annoying. It's a good play by Kyle here. So Kyle's going to get an 8, which is it's not amazing, but not the end of the world. So those dominions are going to go ahead and advance 1 inch. They're not doing anything. Did I draw cards? I did. I drew area and engage. And they're going to come over here so they can be useful later turns. Okay. Let us move into the shooting phase. So we're going to go into the shooting phase. We're good. We're going to start with the immolator's going to shoot. We're going to put the multi-melta here.
Yep.
And we're going to put the heavy bolter at that invader ATV.
It's an interesting question here of whether I want to spend defensively. I am going to be shot by a number of things here. I want the Land Raider to last as long as possible. If I smoke, it probably is kind of helpful. I think I will spend to do that against my better judgment.
Actually, I'm going to shoot the heavy bolter at this ATV.
You monster.
So here's a immolator. I'm going to roll the first one. Here's the multi-melta shot on a 4. We hit. And the second one, we miss, thanks to your smoke. This is going to wound you on a 5. It does not wound you. I could reroll this. I think I really want to kill this Land Raider. You'll get a 5-up save against this.
I will.
I think I'm going to use one of my precious 5s here for this to give you a 5-up save. Because it'll be d6 plus 2 damage.
Ouch, because you're within 9.
I should be within 9, yeah.
Yeah, let's just...
I thought I mentioned that. If I need to be a little closer, I can...
I don't think you can be.
Can I choose Saxons?
Because I think you'll be within 1 of the old bikey bike here.
So 9 from... I feel like I'm... Maybe that is... I mean, if I just do like that, right? Like, isn't that 9?
That's fine.
Okay.
If your intent was to do
Yeah, I thought it was within 9.
That's fine.
So it'll be d6 plus 2 damage. And
Uh-oh.
Turning off your cover. So this is going to go ahead and be 8 damage.
Ooh, down to 8. Down to 6, sorry.
I do like that quite a bit. Here's the heavy bolter at this here.
Sure.
No hits.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, that's not really the one I didn't want to work.
So turning off cover, we're going to go there.
Yep.
Which is great. So now we have plenty of options. We're going to shoot the Flamer Girls here at this thing. The spike. So here is the ones that wound you on 4s. Do that.
Because they're strength 5.
Strength 5.
They're heavy flamers, right?
Yep. Well, they're not heavy flamers, but they're Ministorum flamers.
Oh.
So that'll be 6 armor saves.
6 armor saves. These are 3-ups.
Yep.
We're going to fail 2 and be at 6.
Here is the hand flamer, wounds you on 5s. Will be 4 or more armor saves.
Ooh. We can't be wounded by that. Cool. No ham flamer is going to warm us.
So we're going to shoot this castigator. We're going to shoot these... Ooh. You don't get cover against these guys, which is quite nice. So these are 4 wounds each.
They are.
That was quite annoying. We're going to shoot the main gun here.
Yep.
Heavy bolters here.
Yep.
Other castigators that can shoot other stuff. Because you're already pretty low, I want to use the opportunity to shoot Vol at something else.
Sure.
What is most important? I'd really love to start working on this. This is the one annoying thing about Sisters is there's so many like activation things. This guy has less options, so we're going to shoot him.
Sounds good.
So we're going to put the Stormbolter here.
Yep.
We're going to put the heavy bolters here.
Yep.
And then we're going to put the main gun. Is there anyone you don't get cover on? I don't know if this Ballistus gets it. We're going to put the main gun. I'm within 24. What am I within 24 of? Basically nobody. So change it up. We're going to put the main gun here.
Yep.
Heavy bolters are going to go with this thing.
Sure.
And then the storm bolter here.
You go right ahead.
So here's storm bolter. Here's the first one. We hit. Second one misses. 6 to wound. No. Main gun here at this guy. 6 hits, and then winning you on 3s. Twin linked. If you could give me 6 damage, 3 armor saves.
These are 3-ups.
Yep. So he's dead.
You got him.
And then heavy bolters at your thing here.
Yep.
So that'll be 3 misses, 1 sustained. These are going to wound you on 5s. 1 save, 1 3-up.
Good.
Good. Okay. We're going to get an area denial. The question is, where do I want to put the extra AP? I think we're going to put the extra AP here.
That makes sense.
We're going to shoot the Volgons. Vol is going to be awesome.
That makes sense.
We're going to shoot Morven Vol here. And then the Paragons are going to shoot everything here.
That makes sense.
So here's 4 multi-melter shots hitting you on 3s.
Going to 4s?
So they're hitting you on 2s, goes to 3s.
That makes sense.
Rerolling.
Okay.
So 3 hits. These are going to wound you on 4s. Rerolling. 1 save, 1 AP 4 ignore cover, so you get a 6 up.
Ah!
Nope. We're just going to make it do 6 damage.
Oh no! Don't explode, but I am sad to go.
Here is 6 shots from Fidelis into this thing.
Sure.
Hitting on 2s. We're just going to keep that. And this is going to wound you on 4s. Full rerolls. So that is going to be 4 AP 2s. So take 8 damage.
Ouch. Down to 3.
Here's the missiles. Looking at 2 hits. And your toughness 9.
Correct.
So that will be 2 saves. AP 3.
I think with cover, I'm okay.
Yeah, you could.
Okay. Well, that part went all right.
Yep. You're at 3 wounds?
I am.
Okay, so that sure sounds like this guy's probably going to shoot you. So this tank is going to shoot everything at these bikes.
I'm not sure that you can see this guy with that tank.
Oh, it probably can't.
Yep.
Okay, well, let's figure that out. So we're going to shoot everything here, and we're going to shoot the Stormbolter at this Ballistus.
Sounds good.
Vol did not kill anything. So here is the, your 4 wounds each, so here is, I guess, whatever. Here's the main gun at these bikes here. 1 miss. 3s. Rerolling. That's going to be 6. It looks like 2 have cover.
Okay. So we'll start with those.
Or you're not wholly within, so 1 has cover.
1 has cover. Okay, we'll start with that guy.
Yep. 3s. He takes 3 damage. So he's alive. He's alive. He's dead.
And then
So one guy's at 1. Here's a Stormbolter. And then this will be on 5s. Nothing. And then heavy bolters. 1, 2, 3. These miss. 1 comes back in. These wound you on 4s. Will be 1 save.
Got it. So this guy, which one's shooting?
It's this guy. Oh, I guess he has cover.
He has cover. Yep.
Yeah.
So actually, the other one would have saved as well. So he's actually at full.
Oh, I thought the guy who's touching here doesn't have cover, right? Because you're touching the piece.
Okay. So I see.
This one says he didn't, but he does.
Okay. So then what I need to pull is this guy goes back here.
Yes. Yeah.
And then there we go.
Okay. Cool.
Yep. That all right?
Yes. Now we're good.
Cool.
Yeah, we're good. So we're gonna put the +1 AP here. And then I have 1 castigator. We're just gonna shoot everything at these bikes and just try and kill you.
That makes sense.
So here's the main gun. And this will be 3s, twin lengths. And these you will not get cover against. That will be 5 ups on these bikes.
Ah!
Kills, does nothing.
Does 1 wound.
1 wound. Here's a Stormbolter. No hits. What is happening? Heavy bolters. Okay, so all hits because sustained. And then 4s.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, there we go. So give me 6 more 5-ups.
All right. I will lose a guy.
Okay, and he takes 2?
No, because there was
There are 2 fails in there?
That's fine.
Whatever.
If there were 2 fails, then it's 2 each and I die.
Okay, yeah. Well, he took 1 from the slugs. He was at 1 wound, and then he took 1. He should be at 2, right?
No, remember, this guy passed because I had 2 guys at full.
Yeah. So you took 1 damage from the main gun here. You failed 1 save, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So he should be at 2.
He's at 2.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
You passed a lot of 5-ups there.
I did.
Yeah.
What I used was evil, guys. That was what was inside me.
Yeah. Well, other than that, this turn is going pretty well. So the Sacrosancts are going to charge into your Invader ATV there.
No!
We make it.
But barely?
But barely. Bonk. 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 And bonk. I don't think we're going to charge the Immolator into you as well.
Oh no! Yep, you're there.
We'll do that. I don't have any other charges to declare.
Did you want to charge with any of the other Sacrosancts?
They're all dead. You jerk.
What I did just there, guys, is what's called bean. I do not recommend it.
So we're just going to fight with the 1 Sacrosant unit.
Yep.
I don't have any command points to do anything, so I'm just going to hope that they work.
Yep, that makes sense.
So
I'm just teasing, of course.
yeah, we'll go here. You'll come around to here, and then we'll put you there, and then we're just going to do this and do this.
I'm very sad that my Land Raider is dead. That turn could have gone much worse for me.
Do you mind if I shoot them until I forgot they had guns?
Oh yeah, you go right ahead.
Here's my Inferno Pistol, hits, and wounds AP 4.
Ah!
So take 4 damage.
Ow!
And then here's Bolt Pistols. All hits, and these need 5s. 2 saves. Yeah.
Wow.
Take a damage.
Down to 3.
Okay, so here I have here's a spear, hitting on 2s, 4 hits, wounding on 4s, 2 damage death wounds, and then 1 AP2.
My ATV!
I killed something with Ace Third as a unit, so I got a miracle die. It's a 6.
The miracle dice have been kind.
They have been.
Some of the other dice haven't been so kind.
No.
No.
Then we're just gonna pile in and take this objective from you.
Hey.
Sacrosanct.
That is mean, and I don't like it.
Indeed. So that is the end of my turn. So I'm going to get a 5 on area denial, and I'm going to get a 2 on engage on all fronts.
It is a pretty good turn.
It was a pretty good turn. We killed a Land Raider, we killed some bikes, we killed some ATVs.
You got rid of most of the things you wanted to.
I did. I was really hoping to kill this guy, and then these bikes, but, you know, such is the life that we live together.
Indeed it is.
So I'm going to go up to 1 command point. I'm going to put the score in while you go ahead and talk about your
Get ready
turn.
to party.
Get ready to party. So you will get an 8, unfortunately.
Yes, I will. I will go up to 1 CP, and we will draw 2 cards. Let's draw... yep, do I need to do anything before I do that? I get 3 on sabotage from the last turn.
You do.
I will draw Establish Locus, which I don't love.
And you cleansed for 2, right? Not 4?
That's correct. Yes, is that in there incorrectly?
It kind of is 4, but
Okay.
yeah, you cleansed for 2.
Okay. Engage on all fronts. There's some things I like, there's some things I don't like. I don't want to spend my 1 CP trying to do things that I really don't want to.
Yes, that makes sense.
Well, I have to crack back here, Quinton, or I'm in real trouble.
Yeah.
I am first going to owe you a battle shock on this unkillable
bike, yes.
Unkillable bike. Yes. So here is that roll.
You failed.
No, his cowardice overcomes him. I hate when his cowardice overcomes him.
How dare he?
How dare he? It could be the case that I don't think I can afford to get another sort of lame turn on secondary, but I also don't know that I have much of a choice here.
You are running thin on resources.
I am, and you are not. And that in and of itself is a problem. I think that if I don't kill the Volgons here, my life gets very hard.
You kind of have to. So my thought was I'm probably going to lose the Volgons this turn, but that is going to take like actually all your shooting.
I think you are largely correct. The other thing I have to do is I have to remove... This guy is OC 3?
Just 2.
2. So what I have to do is I have to remove this squad, and I would love to do some damage over here so that these guys can't take this objective. However, it wasn't my plan to really use this as my expansion, but I think that's kind of the way that this plays.
Yeah.
Is that I have to kind of use that in order to start pile driving towards the center. With that in mind, I want to try and do as much damage as possible. I have to remove these. All right, so I think we've got a basic battle plan we're going to work from here. I think that as much as I maybe don't love it, I am going to oath the Volgons. Yeah. And then I think we are going to... we've got this, and we don't have a way to uppy downy, right? So these guys can go wherever they want, right?
Makes sense.
They're ready to party. In terms of doctrine, I guess I should think about that. Oddly, I've not used advance and charge.
No.
And I don't really have much left to advance and charge with, right? I think that we want to just try and do a big bunch of damage here.
That checks out.
That checks out. So this is tricky, guys. This has been a pretty fierce game. Quinton is a heck of an opponent and has not made it easy for me, despite the fact that I paid him before this game.
Look, it's a matter of integrity over dollars.
It's not what you were saying earlier.
55 cents is just not enough for me, Kyle. If you're on 60 cents, maybe.
that used to buy bubble gum. I'm an old man by Art of War standards, by the way. So, okay, so we want to make it so that we can see the Volgons fully, right? So that life looks a little better. We also want to make it so that if they survive, we can shoot them more easily.
So I'm likely getting shot by what? 2 Ballistus and a Thunderstrike?
Correct.
He does with me a battle shock test.
He does owe you a battle shock test, and if based on the other guy,
he's fine.
Oh, his bravery holds. Let's go ahead and do this. This guy loves to party, and so he is going to go party because that's what he loves to do.
Party.
The little street urchin over there is looking good. So yeah, I'm shooting at the Volgons. It's an interesting question of, I don't want to get within 24 of these guys because then they can just light me up, which it turns out I don't like. I do want to make it so that there are some challenging things to do here. I would like to move these safely. I am going to move them 6 inches up this way in case you decide to move on to the middle.
Are you getting within 9?
Of the Dominions?
Yes.
If I do, you get to move d6, correct?
That's correct.
And it's free.
Yeah, it's just a data sheet reactive move.
So I'm going to go...
Outside of 9? 9.1 away?
It's a tricky bit here, right? It's tricky. I think that I will choose to get within 9.
Okay.
Would you like to reactive move?
I think I would. So they're going to go 5 inches.
Ooh.
I think I'm probably going to put them in the center. Just because this is going to, like, if you do move into the center, it's going to force you to put guns at them. And any gun that doesn't go with the Volgons is a gun that I like. So we'll do something like this. We're just going to be outside of 12 of you here, though, so you can't easily shoot at. You can't really charge me. I think I'm going to have to be within... It'll be like a 10-inch charge if you want to charge me.
Yeah. An interesting question here is whether I... So 9 inches away from the Volgons is here. It means you would get to Melta me, right?
Yes.
But the Melta is not... And we could go bananas with Vol, but it would cost you a 6, which I like. I think what we'll do is we'll go this way.
Okay.
I think that will put us outside of line of sight.
Of the girls?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So we'll go like here. It does allow us to shoot that way.
Yes.
Which is nice. And we can definitely charge over here, which is something that we want to do. I guess I should call Doctrine before I start doing all this stuff. Do I want to advance and charge? How gutsy do I want to be?
How gutsy, Kyle?
I don't know. I got the goods, but do I got the glory?
Who knows?
Well, I should.
Oh, you should know.
I should probably know, right? Well, the one good thing is if I go this way, there is actually a case to be made that one of the niceties of that is that it would get me 4 on engage, which I kind of like.
Yeah.
It would also get me deep into party territory where I could party, and I do like to party.
That makes sense.
Yeah. It also means conceivably giving you a fairly high score on primary, and I don't know that I can afford that, unfortunately, right? So, thinking this through, I think what I'll do...
Okay.
Sorry. Is I will... This is a squad of...
Dominions.
Dominions, okay. This is a squad of regular battle sisters. This is a squad over here. As much as I would love to come get a 4, I think that is a mistake. Okay. So I'm going to choose not to do that because it hurts me in my soul, but I think that's the correct play. Sometimes it hurts in your soul, guys, when you have to do the thing you don't want to do.
So where are they going to go?
They are going to go... They're going to make this charge unmissable.
Okay. Into the Tan Castigator?
Into the Tanstigator?
Tanstigator, yeah.
Tanstigator. Yep, and we'll make it unfailable this way as well.
So you have options now.
So I have options.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you do not wish to overwatch me there?
Nope.
Using logic and human reasoning?
Would be bad Overwatch?
Yep. We are going to move... The bike is still a resource. Bike is still a resource. We have nothing else really to come in. So we can think about where where it would be most useful. The answer, even though it failed, is probably against my better judgment, is maybe just to go over here and try and charge this. Try and go this way. Or I could go, you know what, I'll go here, just in case I draw something later that I need him for.
Makes sense.
A good resource, a resource that's dead is no resource at all.
Indeed.
Kyle McCord.
Kyle McCord.
2024.
Oh, hold on. Did you did end with a 9 here if you want to.
I do not wish to do that.
Yes.
We will.
I think if you fail, you would fail on a Snake Eyes, I think, if you are outside of 9 there.
That's fine.
Yeah.
If I get that Snake Eyes, I'll be... I think that this is probably...
Yeah, you're probably good there.
Yeah. All right. I have 1 CP. I wish it was more, but such as it is.
You have 1.
I have 1. I think it's time to do some shooting.
Okay.
Let's start with things I know for sure, because that is always a good policy. I'm going to shoot Ye Old Thunderstrike into
the Volgons?
Under the Volgons.
Sounds good.
Does the vehicle bracket? No, it does not, weirdly.
Oh, what a jerk.
I know. Here are 2 shots with the... We are going to start with... And I would have to be within 24 for the little guns. So instead what we're going to do is we're going to put that into the Cannoness.
Oh, does she want to pop her 2 pinball? She will pop her 2 pinballs.
That sounds like a good plan. And that'll go until the end of the phase?
End of the phase.
That sounds like a good plan. All right, so here is the... we're going to do that first because it's supremely uninteresting.
Yep.
Here's D3 shots. 3 shots. Hitting on 3s.
Yep.
Weirdly. And then 2s re-rolling. I'm going to give you 3.
2 pinballs. I'm good.
That is how that's supposed to go. Here are 2 lascannons.
Re-rolling.
Hits on 2s.
Oh, and it's on 2s. Oh.
That's really good.
I know, they're really good. Wow. I wanted to kill it. 1 save?
1 save. -3.
4 pinball. Where you fail.
I will kill a guy.
Oh, do I explode? No.
Did the last guy explode?
No.
No. Here's that was 2 shots. So that was the
Talon. Yeah.
Talon. That's my mistake.
You're good.
Sorry, I haven't played this that much. Here's the last cannon.
Hits.
Pew.
I'm gonna roll this because this is all you assume it's always gonna get the CP reroll. So if I fail, I'm gonna CP reroll this into the miracle die. We fail, so we're gonna CP reroll it into the miracle die.
That makes sense, and I'm not too sad about it because it is a resource that is no longer on the table.
Yes.
So now we've done that. We did what we were supposed to. We removed 1 of those. We want to remove at least 1 more because then life gets a lot easier. We are going to go to this Ballistus. It is actually that has relatively. We'll start here because this has more limited targets. We're going to put all of those into the Sacrosanct.
Why are you shooting at the Immolator?
Because I hate the Immolator, and because here's an interesting fact that a lot of people don't know is that haters going to hate.
That makes sense.
Yeah, they do. And as a hater, it's my job to continue to hate on the Sacrosancts. Here's 3s.
3s and 4s. Ooh, terrible roll.
Terrible roll. Yeah, I'm not going to lose sleep about it, but it wasn't good. 4s. I'm going to hand you 1, 2, 3, 4.
4?
Yeah, 4 at -1.
3 up armor saves. I lose 2.
Well,
very consistent at losing 2 of these guys.
Here is the missile.
Okay.
Bang. This will wound on a 3. We will wound you on a 3 at -2.
Oh, okay. Well, here's a 4 pinball.
That makes sense.
I pass.
That sounds like a good plan. Let's go ahead and... I think we got a dice on here that doesn't represent anything. Let's go ahead and do... so we started with things we know where that had to happen. Let's go to this Ballistus.
Yes.
Man, Man, I don't love you getting a 3-up right there. So I think what we'll do, is we'll put, you're getting 3-ups kind of everywhere is what you're telling me. So I think what we'll do is, I think the hour has arrived where, as much as I may not like it, everything goes
at the Volgons?
On the Volgons.
Yeah, makes sense.
Here's 2 lascannons.
Sure. 2 hits.
Looking for
twos
twos.
to wound.
Finding both of them.
4 pin vulns. Pass 1, fail 1.
We will do 4.
Kills 1.
That is a magic number. Here are the missiles.
Yep.
We'll re-roll that. We are re-rolling because you are oath target. 1 hit.
Wounds on a 2.
1.
Fail.
How many wounds does she have?
He's 8.
Oh, that hurts me. It hurts me, but I'm living with it.
Down to 7.
Down to 7.
Oh, I do get a miracle die because the Paragon died. I got a 3.
I am going to put the, by the way, the little guns here, if that's
Sure,
okay.
yeah, you're good. At the Dominions?
Thank you. Yes. 4s, 3s rerolling. I got 4. No AP.
3 ups.
I'll kill a guy. Well, okay. The ballistics have started to do things, which I really appreciate. This guy right here has more limited options. He is going to put missiles here.
Okay.
No, that's probably not right. I don't think you're getting cover in this instance. You can take a look here real quick.
On the Saxons? No.
No, on this.
Oh, on the Immolator? Can you see the tip of my little frond thing? I don't know if you can see the tip of my little...
So then you would. Okay. So we're going to put bolters here.
Okay.
We're going to put las cannons here.
Okay.
And then missiles, I think we'll put... We'll put missiles here. We're just going to make you take a million.
Everything on the Saxons? And then las cannons on the Immolator?
Yeah.
Cool.
Here's las cannons. Try again. 3s. 2 minus 3.
First one, fail. We'll pass the next one.
Sounds good. I'll do 5 to you.
Get him down to 6.
Here is the, here are the bolters.
Yes. No rerolls.
No rerolls, but I love rerolls.
No
Trying
saves.
again.
Oh, swim light.
1.
1 save, 1 3-up. We're good.
Here are the missiles. 7. That's, I think, an all-time high.
I know.
6, 7. 3s. Ooh, I needed it too.
No rerolls.
Yep, and then 4s. I'll take 1.
Good.
Ugh. All right, well, that's not ideal. Let's go to this guy right here. So Vol by herself is unpleasant. What does she lose when she's no longer leading?
She loses +1 to hit, +1 to wound, and rerolls.
Those seem significant.
It is. She's much less of a threat now.
As much as I would love to just destroy her, I think what we do, you have no...
I'm out of defensive
You're
resources.
out of defensive strats. I can shoot her and she doesn't get any help. I will go ahead and do bolters here. What's her toughness?
7.
This is down to 6. Oh, guys, there's mistakes I could make here, and I really would rather not.
This is your last shooting piece, right?
I believe so. I think... No, I haven't shot there.
Oh, he
picked... Oh, you're right. He did. Yeah. My mistake. Okay, I think what I do... Las cannons at Vol.
Okay.
What's our toughness here?
A 10.
10. You know, I'm making her take 4-ups either way, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to do missiles here.
Okay.
las cannons here, even though I don't love it.
And then bolters at the sacristans.
At the sacristans. We'll start with the bolters.
Cool.
Because that's the part I'm least interested in. 4s. 2.
First one, good. Second one, kills 1.
Here are las cannons.
Yep. This is at the immolator.
Yeah, so we're re-rolling because you're still above half.
Yep. One hit. 3 to wound.
Yes.
Got a 5 up here, which I fail. Oh,
6.
I'm dead. Do I explode? I don't. I get a miracle dive, but that is very unfortunate. I kind of needed that alive. It's a 3.
Here's 2 missiles at Vol.
Yep.
Re-rolling.
I am above half strength now, so 1 hit.
1 hit and a 2.
Yes.
1.
4 pin vuln. We're good.
Yep. I thought that might happen. Well, I think it's charge o'clock, guys.
Okay, where are we charging?
I mean, we're making a lot of wild gambles here. The first thing that we're going to try is we are going to put let's see how that goes. So we'll start with this guy into the cannoness.
The cannoness, sounds good. 9 will make it.
Yep. Right now you have OC.
I have OC 4 on the point right now.
So I will contest that.
Yes.
That's good news. An interesting question is whether I want to battle shock her, or sorry,
tank shock her.
How many wounds does she have?
She has 4.
I think it's actually more important that this goes down, although I feel like that's going to kind of happen anyway. Killing her probably doesn't dramatically impact this game, and so I probably don't do it.
Makes sense.
This ballistus right here is going to charge there.
Sounds good. Got it.
7. Yep. What I'm doing, guys, is not only am I charging everything in, there's a good reason to do this, which is right now what I want to do is get as many things as possible on the objectives. Mm-hmm. What is the defensive stat on Astrid Thurgood?
She's a cannoness.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she has 4 wounds?
Yeah.
Okay. It's an interesting question of whether I charge the combi LT in. Mm-hmm. How many attacks does she get?
Just 5 at like 5-2-2.
It's kind of annoying, and I don't know that I want her. She could fall back and charge, but I might just get you in close combat anyway, right?
Yeah.
I'll charge the other ballistus in.
Yep.
7 on a shocking turn of events. I do make it. I will go ahead and charge the can't heroic with a vehicle, and so I will go ahead and charge these guys. It's a question of whether if I go this way, I don't think I can be pulled off the objective such that you would take that. And I don't really want to go that direction, but all things being equal, I think I'll go. It's got 9 left. Mm-hmm. It's a little easier. So if I charge, an interesting question is, if I get with an engagement, can I leave 3 guys on there? I believe the answer is yes. And so, do we want to measure that beforehand, just to make sure?
To get everyone with an engagement?
Well, not with engagement range, but if I roll like...
Oh, like super high?
Yeah, my worry is that I do roll super high. Right?
I think if you roll a 12, you're going to have to come like over here.
But otherwise, I think I'm okay.
Oh, yeah. If you're like an 11 or 12, I think you're out, but...
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll roll a 3.
That works, yeah.
Remember how we said snake eyes wouldn't work?
Yep.
That guy will go here. 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 And then this guy is going to be in such a way that he's going to engage this vehicle.
Sounds good.
All right.
Where are we starting?
I'm also going to charge. I'm going to be wild. These guys.
Yep.
I think are going to go this way.
Okay.
Sorry, I need to roll
on the box. Yeah. It's 4 will fail.
Okay, so you don't have enough to cut in. You have no CP, right? So what we're going to do is, well, the other question is, do I want to charge the combi LTN? Excuse me, I apologize. I don't think it's a good play. I think I just sit there. As much as I would love to see if I could kill those, I don't think it pans out for me.
Yeah.
Let's start over there. 5 attacks. Here's the Ballistus. Don't get to reroll here.
Nope.
2.
3 ups regardless. We're good.
Here is the other Ballistus. You have OC, but you can't.
I have 4 on the point right now.
You have 4 on the point right now?
Yep.
Okay, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
2. Just 1.
I'm going to pass that because I would like to have the unit alive.
That makes sense to me. I will go ahead and go over here to the other Ballistus.
Sure.
It's non-stop Ballistus action.
Ballistus action.
Rerolling 1s. I'll give you 4.
3 ups. I'm down to 2.
I did the Ballistus dance. It's like this.
Whee!
We'll activate here.
Yep.
So
it looks like 1's not going to fight, 3 are going to fight there, and then 1's going to fight here.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So this guy, yeah, just like this. We'll just stay there.
Sounds
All
good.
right. So I would love to. I'm going to get rid of Locust anyway, and I'll be up to 2 CP. So I am just going to. If I spend 1 to +1 to wound, this guy's still just wounding you on 4s, which isn't great. I'll just live with it.
Okay.
Let's do. Here's 4 attacks. So we said. And then what we do is we move them here. We'll make sure this is spread out this way. I'll figure that out in just a second. Okay. Here's 8 attacks into the Castigator.
This is into this guy?
Yes.
Yep. 2s and then 4s here.
Yep.
2 saves.
2 saves at -2.
I fail both. I'm
Take
down
4.
to 5.
Here's the lead guy.
Yep.
I may live to regret not doing anything about this. 2 extras. 1 out, 2 in.
Yep. And then 5s here.
5s. 2 dead ones.
2 dead ones. I'm down to 3. I do survive though, which is cool.
Yeah. Here's attacks into that Castigator.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hits. 1 wound.
On the Castigator?
Correct.
Fail. I'm down to 9.
Well, I didn't do a lot of damage in melee, but I did tie everything up.
Yes.
Go ahead and...
Hit you back.
Yep.
Here's the Saracens over there.
Oh, this guy can stay in cover to do this.
Oh, yeah. Here's the superior left with the spear into that Ballistus.
Sounds good.
I'm righteous, so 4 hits.
Oh, no!
And then wounding you on 6s with 6s of dev, so nothing. Here is the Astra Thurga into the same Ballistus on 2s, and then wounding you on 6s again. 2 damage and dev wounds.
Down 10.
Okay.
You have no way to increase their OC, correct?
No. And then the Scribe needs 6s, nothing.
Cool. Turns out Ballistus is pretty tough, guys.
Yep, so you're at 10?
Down 10.
Down 10, okay.
Okay. I will take a 2-1 engage.
Yep.
And I will discard Established Locust for a CP going up to 3.
Okay, so going into my turn 4, I think I definitely lost a little more than I wanted. And you have 3 Ballistus left, and a lot of my Castigators are in combat. So I'm going to try and kill those. These Deathly Knights are never going to die. We've given up on them entirely. They're just kind of a problem that we have to deal with. So I'd like to kill 2 Ballistuses. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but we're going to try. I just have a lot that has to happen this turn. We're going to figure it out.
We're going to start with some battle shocks after we see cards.
So we're going to draw cards, yeah, and then battle shocks. I have 1 command point, which is... I really wish I had more... I already have it there. I wish I had more command points. So we're going to buy Hind Enemy Lines, which is not amazing, and Cleanse, which is also terrible.
Yeah, that's not great.
Wow, that is not what we wanted to see this particular turn. Oh boy. Well, we're just going to have to go with that and hope it works out well. So Battle Shock on this Castigator here. He fails. How do I want to do that? What am I going to do about that? So...
We got this group over
that
here.
group over there, which... let me see if Astra Thurga is Leadership 6.
Feels like she should be.
Canonesses are 7. She is Leadership 6.
Nice.
Yeah, so we passed there. So we're probably going to stay in combat. I get a Miracle Die on a 4+. It's a 6.
That's pretty good.
And then I get one on a... I just get one always, which is a 4.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. So, cleanse is unfortunate. You're at 10 wounds remaining.
Correct.
So we're going to walk Battle Sisters out.
Get out of there.
This is really the point, more than any other time, that I just kind of wish I had Meltaguns. But I took them for Eldar. Unfortunately, just like, I wish I had Meltaguns into you, but like...
You know, one thing that might surprise you is I'm actually not Eldar.
You are not.
Yeah, that is a challenge.
So we're going to charge Battle Sisters into you, and we're going to take that objective back.
That does make sense.
I really need to give you a 3. That's pretty easy. We're easy over here. So this guy... Oh, I'm sorry. I need to make people righteous. Who am I making righteous? We're going to make this Castigator righteous, and I think that's it, because it's probably going to end up falling back and shooting, and that's going to be my command point.
Sure.
I think this guy's going to stay in combat because he can shoot, and we're just going to accept that he's going to die. So that does mean that you get to pile in and stuff, which I don't love. So we're going to move this guy first. It's going to come right here.
Yep. We're spending a CP, so let's budget that now because we're going to fall back and shoot.
Yep. You currently have 4 OC on this point.
I do.
But you could react to move, but I can get away from that. I think if I roll a 4, I move 10 inches. So I'm going to use this 4. And we are going to move 1 Dominion on it. So now I have 4 OC on this point, which means you probably are just going to fall back with this guy. And then he's going to fall back 10 inches, which is going to be outside of your reactive move potential.
That does make sense.
Keep him alive for later. Do I die? I don't die.
That would have been nice.
Would have been nice, yeah. So we're going to take that away, which means we are going to give you a 3.
Oh, no!
We're going to move these. Figure out what I want to do with those Dominions. So I have two Castigators worth of shooting. I have some nonsense guns. I love for these Dominions. They can't really cross the wall, so they're just going to go over here. We're going to shoot at that there. At that there. Ballistus. I think Morven Vol just waddles. I never hit you back with my Cannoness.
Oh yeah,
I'm going to do that. Yeah. Cannoness. 4 attacks with a Power Sword. I hit you on 2s, and then I wound you on 6s. 1 save, AP 2 damage 2. No, you're good. Can't change the past.
No, it always works out that way, doesn't it?
It sure does. Okay. Moving on. You're at 7. We're good over here. I think this moves 10 to here. I don't know if I have the bandwidth to kill that, but I really would love to. I'll just be within 24 if I'll just do that.
Sounds good.
Vol is oathed. He's at full. Not falling back over here. Yeah, okay, cool.
It's time to party, Quinton.
Yeah, cleansing behind. Just not what we wanted.
Not real hot. Not real hot.
Not real hot at all. We can cleanse there. So we might get 2 on cleanse, which is just an unfortunate.
It's about where I was too.
Unfortunate draw. Yes.
Yeah.
So where do we want to start shooting? Definitely with Castigators. Let's start with 1/6. Let's start with Astra Thurga's unit shooting at that there Ballistus.
That tracks.
Here is 2 bolt pistols. 1 hit. Wounds you on a 6. Nope. An Inferno pistol hits on a 3. That misses. Well, that makes where my 6 is going easy. You're at 10 wounds. Sure, difficult. I think what we're going to do is we're going to shoot this guy.
Yep.
We're going to shoot the main gun. We're going to shoot your T9.
I am.
You don't get any cover here. We're going to shoot 1 heavy bolter here.
Yep.
2 heavy bolters here. Because I think I can see you clean. Can I?
Can you can measure it and take a look.
Yeah.
I think the one problem here is you're measuring over this just a bit.
If I do, what if I do that?
That is fine.
We'll do that.
Okay.
So we'll shoot 2 heavy bolters here, 1 heavy bolter here.
Yep.
And then the main gun and the storm bolter here.
That sounds good.
So here's the main gun. Hitting on 3s. 2 misses. And then these are going to be 5s re-rolling. Can you give me 3-ups here?
I'll pass.
You're good. All right. 1 heavy bolter here at the spike. 1 hit. Does not wound. And then 2 heavy bolters here at the spike. Or at this thing. 7 hits. 5s. No saves. Wow.
Whoa, that is rough, man.
Castigator.
The Castigator just decided to do nothing.
Nothing.
And it's not a good turn
to do nothing. Sure. Let's keep moving on. This Canoness is going to shoot a plasma pistol with Ballistus. We're going to pick the Ballistus for extra AP. We're going to shoot the plasma. We're going to overcharge it because I don't really care about if she dies or not, and I kind of want the miracle dice. So hitting on a 2, and then wounding you on a not that. Do I die? I don't. This is not the turn to bounce.
No, it doesn't feel like it, does it?
We're just going to hope the Vol handles this. We're going to shoot this Castigator at that Ballistus.
Sure. -1 to hit for obvious reasons.
Yep.
I am going to spend 1 to AOC.
Okay.
Because I am not...
You're not covered.
Okay, cool.
So hitting you on 4s, and then wounding you on 5s. Re-rolling. That'll be just 2 saves, 2-ups here.
Pass them?
You're good. And then here's the heavy bolters. 4s. 3 come back in.
And then 6s?
Yes. 3 saves.
Yep. We're just going to bounce them.
Okay.
AOC was useless, but I'm not sad.
So Vol is going to shoot Fidelis here, and then the heavy missiles here.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Missiles. 2 hits. These are going to need 5s. 1 save, 1 AP2.
Do I want to re-roll that? I love if this doesn't die, but I need to come to peace with it. That's fine.
1 damage.
Down to 2.
And then here's Fidelis there. Oh, we should have put Fidelis there, but we're kind of taking risks at this point. That will be 2 saves, 2 4-ups on your dude. Wow, okay. Here's a heavy flamer at your Ballistus over there. 6 shots. These are going to wound you on 5s. 2 saves, AP 2.
Take 1.
Here is the other flamers that are going to wound you. 3 shots. Nothing. Well, that was absolutely abysmal.
Doing 1 damage in shooting is what we would call not really great.
You know, I think it'd be interesting if I swung up. That was definitely a swing
down,
down.
Way hard.
So we're going to cleanse with these Dominions because they're not doing anything.
Yep.
So we're going to charge with those Battle Sisters into your thing. We're going to get a 10.
So you'll super succeed.
Super succeed.
An interesting question here is whether I want to heroic, because all of them do have to base.
Yes. That's 1 Battle Sister. We'll just go over here.
Oh, sorry. My bad. I didn't realize there was another one. There's a reasonable chance I fail and I might need to do an action next turn, so I'm not going to do anything.
Makes sense. Oh, wow. This is a terrible turn. Warfin Ball will charge the Ballistus and make it. Bonk. And I believe that's all that's it. So we're going to throw the Warfin Ball. She is going to be awesome. We're going to use a 6, and we're just going to hope that this works.
How many... So what's her...
She has 8 attacks at AP2.
And what is the strength?
It's 8.
I am still going to Armor of Contempt because she's AP. You said AP2.
AP2.
Yep. Okay.
Hitting on 2s. No rerolls, unfortunately. So 7 hits. And then wounding you on 5s. Oh, how I missed my rerolls and +1 hit and wound. So that'll be 3 saves and 1 3 damage dev wound.
3 saves at 3 up?
Yep.
I'm going to pass all of them and eat 3.
You don't have to do that, Kyle. You don't have to pass all the saves.
Yeah, I don't.
Here's a Power Sword from my Battle Sister Superior into your thing. 1 hit. That's 1 save, hit 2 on your Ballistus.
Ow!
And then here's the stings from the Battle Sisters. Hit you on 4s and wound you on 6s. Nothing.
Okay. So I get the first activation here.
You do.
I am going to choose to do this Ballistus that is in right here because... Oh, you have the Canoness, don't you?
Yeah.
You're not going to kill me with the Canoness, I don't think. So I think that I will... yeah, I'll start here. That's fine. This is in... No, okay. We'll go here. This guy into here.
Into Saxons?
Yeah. This will be on 3s to hit. And this will be on 3s to wound because it's strength 7.
Yes.
3s, right? Because it would be 2s otherwise. 3 ups.
3 ups. Oh,
I got him.
Oh no. Make a miracle die.
Yep.
But unfortunately, I'm no longer devastating wounds. It's a 6.
Ooh.
Okay, so here is Astartes. We're gonna hit the wounded ballistus, I guess. All hits, and then this will be on 6 is down. Nothing. And then the Scribe of Destiny. 3 hits and no saves.
Man, the Scribe of Destiny, for all of the ways that sounds cool,
is not
as cool as
she's
it
like
sounds.
4 attacks with like dev wound lasguns. So you can hit my Canoness.
Yes, indeed. Here are 5 attacks. 2 hits. You are not oathed or anything.
Yes.
I'll give you 2 saves.
2 saves. I will take 1 damage.
Yes, indeed. You're down to 1.
We'll hit you back.
Yes, indeed.
Huzzah! 3 hits. 6s. 2 saves.
Ooh.
4 ups. Kyle, please.
I was gonna be embarrassed if she did more damage than Vol did.
I know.
Yeah.
And then I think you have 1 Ballistus left into Astartes and
Yeah.
Agatha.
Yeah. Let's party.
Yeah.
Party, and then 3s.
Yep.
2s now.
2's now. Yes, I'm only one.
We still are bad at it though.
How many?
2.
On Agatha Dolan, I take 1 damage. I'm down to 3.
Okay. Well, I don't think I'm overstating it to say that did not go how you wanted it to go.
No, that was terrible.
That was
I
disastrous.
accomplished 0 goals. Wow. It didn't even like pretend to work.
No.
Like just every possible thing went bad.
This is, by the way, when things go wrong, Q has just shown you a champion way to deal with that, which is when you don't make the damage rolls, when you don't make the charge, when you don't do anything like that, you just have to laugh it off. Because sometimes in this game, things just don't go the way you're supposed
Didn't
to.
happen. So I'm going to cleanse. I'm going to cleanse for 2.
Yep.
And then I'm going to pass it over to you. The good news, you are going to get a 3 on
Primary,
On
yeah.
primary, yeah.
Yep, so you denied me real good. I have to clean you up this turn, and I have to start pulling ahead on the scoreboard, otherwise this looks real bad for me.
discard behind.
I will
I'm gonna
go up to 2 CP.
Yep.
This is cards I've already done. Turns out you can't do the same cards twice.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah, they said that. All right. So 2 cards. Anything I need to do before I do that? No, I do not. Behind enemy lines.
Okay.
I guess I'm fine with that because I can go charge the Castigator. I
Yes.
don't love it,
Yeah.
but it's fine. And then recover assets. Boy, these are not what I was really hoping for, if I'm quite honest. Behind enemy lines is particularly bad because it's not where I want to go.
Yeah.
As much as I hate to do it, it's time. I'm just going to pay 1 to get rid of a card.
Makes sense.
Recover is not great, but it's better than this.
But yeah, behind is like not happening.
Yep, so area denial.
That's probably not happening. It might.
But I can sure try.
You can sure try.
I can sure try. I'm going to move into Tactical Doctrine. It's a logical thing to do. In case I forget what I'm recovering with is the Combi Lieutenant, and I'll probably do it with these guys.
Yeah.
Although it could be this, but I need to see what my...
Yeah.
I need some Battle Shocks.
Battle Shocks here. Fails. There. Also fails.
My men are cowards! This man is a coward. All right.
I will say, for all of the ways that this game has not gone well for me, it's also gone very poorly for you.
I feel very sad.
Yeah.
So I need to get area denial. I'm in tactical. I don't think you're going to shoot me to death in the middle. That is one good thing.
How did the whole army do like 3 damage to you?
And that part, and the larger part of it, embarrassingly, was in melee.
I know. Yeah. Vol is much less good in melee without her friends. But
Yeah,
like,
it's 100% true.
Yeah.
Okay, so I gotta start figuring out how to get points in spite of this. I gotta try and get an 8 this turn, and then push you off objectives. That's probably how I win the game.
Yeah.
So my oath target is. I can still back up over here, fortunately. My oath target is. What you got to ask yourself is what has to die. And so I think in this case, what has to die is, like, I would love for this to be gone, and it is like fairly doable, but what actually has to happen is the stuff in the middle has to not be there anymore.
Yeah.
The Castigator is not blocking big, but he's blocking
little areas now? Yeah.
So I think what I have to do is I have to... Oh, it's so not ideal. You guys are bad for not doing your job.
I know.
The 3 on recover is safe, and I can't jeopardize that as much as I don't want to. And so what I need to do is... it's so bad. such a series of bad choices. Maybe what I do is, as stupid as it is, I think I just go for area and I ditch recover for a CP.
That might work, yeah.
Yeah, because what I need to do is I need to control these objectives. And this dingus failed, and this dingus failed.
Yeah.
And between their dingusness, I think that legitimately puts me in a bad spot. I want to be able to move into the middle and grenades. I need to clear stuff here. I think if I just take you off primary and hope that my last turn's cards are a little better, it's not good. It's not a good plan, but it's not the worst plan. So what I have to do is clear stuff in the middle.
Yeah.
If I need to clear stuff in the middle, you have 1 miracle dice, you have 2 CP to access. What I need to do is I need to kill Vol.
Yeah.
I need to kill Vol, and then I need to let them do the cleanup. So that's how we're going to do it.
Cool.
So I'm going to Oath Vol. Notice what I'm always asking, guys, which is what is the thing you have to do, not necessarily the thing you want to do. Okay, so boo cards, boo F minus. Okay, so we're in tactical, so we get to fall back and shoot. What we do is we move all the way over to here just to get outside the 1, right? And we can.
Army-wide fallback shoot and charge is a good once a game ability.
It's a real good ability. Definitely helps in this scenario. We're going to move this guy around because it's party time. As much as I'd love to recover assets with him, it's time to do what I've trademarked, a lot of stabbing.
Makes sense.
TM.
Do I want to fire Overwatch at him with those? I think I'm going to save it.
Okay. We're going to move around this way. Because we can charge back in and we want to get this angle here. The Thunderstrike is just thankful to God that it's alive.
Yeah, it has definitely escaped 2 very close brushes with death.
These guys are going to walk up 6 this way.
I think I will fire Overwatch at them with the Castigator.
I think that is a logical choice.
So I have a unit of 3. The Flamer's better, the Castigator better. I think the Castigator has more upswing potential, and I kind of need the upswing potential.
Sure.
So here is Heavy Bolters. 2 hits. 3s. 2 saves.
I like being in cover.
You sure do.
I suck at Battle Shock, but I'm amazing at the other part of it.
1 save from the main gun. You are allowed to fail some saves.
Nick told me while I'm on stream I can't fail saves.
1 save from a Storm Bolter.
Okay.
You're good.
You are out of CP now?
I have 1 CP left.
You have 1 CP left. Okay. So, all right. This guy is going to back up just a touch. The Thunderstrike can now move with impunity, with relative impunity would be the right word, right? So, I think, but it doesn't have OC. So I think what we do is, the question is where it's needed. It's probably needed right here, and now you can't overwatch me, so I like that. We're just going to move like this. This guy is like, I don't know, I guess I'll go charge that guy. Right?
That makes sense.
Yep.
How is he alive?
That's the same question that's the same question he has, actually.
Yeah.
We'll move on to this objective, and we're going to charge this
I'm
way.
going to reactive move the Dominions.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you could do that. Go ahead.
We're going to go 2 inches backwards.
Ah, come on.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Well, that is disappointing. I do know that I'm getting bottom of the turn scoring. And just to reiterate, there's no way for you to interact with this objective, correct?
No.
Okay. It's good to ask, though.
Yeah. Theoretically, there's a crazy, I move here, I roll boxcar charges, Vol charges and kills you, and then I pile in 6 to get there, but, I don't think that's going to happen.
I also kind of don't think that's going to happen. So you're relatively limited on resources. I think it's time for me to try and do some damage.
Sounds good. You know what? I'm going to make every save just like you.
Dude, if you do that, I'm going to, be real sad.
I know, yeah.
Could you, not do that?
I'm going to do my best, just to rub it in your face.
All right, let's do some shooting. Let's start with easy stuff we know has to happen. We are going to put this guy, bolt. Oh no, we need to do the Thunderstrike first. So we're going to do Las Talons here, Las Cannon here. If we're, you're still going to get cover, I think. I think I've done this in such a way that. No, maybe not. Take a gander.
On the Castigator?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to pop smoke. Just Make that easy.
End of question. All right. So we're going to do las cannon there. We'll do las talons at Vol.
Yep.
And we'll put we're going to put the little missile launcher into her.
Okay, into the canoness?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's 2 las talons into the center.
Sure.
Rerolling because she's my oath target.
Yes.
3s rerolling 1s.
Sounds good. One save. We pass.
Okay, here is the las cannon into the smoked guy.
Yep.
Will hit on a 3.
Yes, because you hit on a 2 base.
That, as much as I would love to use a CP here, I don't think I'd do anything about it. Here's missiles.
Okay.
2 shots.
I would have loved if this thing was dead. I really would have appreciated it.
Twin linked. 2 at -1 on her.
2 -1, so I get 3 ups here. I fail 1 damage.
2. It's here.
Oh, on her, so she's dead.
Yep.
I got a miracle die.
Yeah, you do.
It's 3.
I'm going to move this off to the side.
Yeah, you're good.
All right. Let's go ahead and do the combi lieutenant is going to go ahead and shoot at that squad.
The Battle Sisters?
The Battle Sisters.
Yeah.
1 hit.
1 hit. Okay,
And
killing
then-
on a 4+. Oh, you wound me though.
Yep.
And I survive.
Cool.
This is where I make every save, Kyle.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like a really good strategy.
I
highly recommend it.
I saw you pass all of them, and I've decided that I'm going to do it too.
Dude, it's like a really
good strategy.
Yeah. I'm going to put 2 shots over here into the Dominions.
Sure.
2 hits. Rerolling because it's twin linked. 1 at -1.
Oh, Dominion, no. How dare you?
It's criminal that
It's criminal they're dying.
That guy is still alive.
Failing saves, whoop, get out of here.
Yep. Okay, let's do it's kind of interesting. Okay, so we've done this. This guy, I need to pick what's +1 to wound. We're going to be +1 to wound versus sorry, I should have done this earlier.
No, you're good.
You got 1/6. Let's be +1 to wound versus the tank.
Sounds good.
So this is going to put las cannons here. We'll put bolters here, and we'll put Vols in the open. So I can definitely see.
Yeah, 100%.
So we'll just put missiles there.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, here are las cannons into the tank.
Sure.
Rerolling because you're above half. And then wounding on a 2. Getting it, -3. Do you want to pass it?
Yeah, I'm just going to pass that.
Okay. Here's missiles. Hit. 2 at -2 on Vol.
Vol! Oh, she takes 1.
I'll do 2
damage.
Yeah, that's fine.
Out of 5.
Here's bolters into the sisters.
The Battle Sisters, yep.
Oh, gosh. Rerolling because you are above half.
5.
And then 3s rerolling.
Yes.
Rerolling twin linked. I have 3.
See, they get the memo. They got the memo.
Let's go. So I have basically 2 ballistas left. And then I've got
a squad of intercessors.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're trying to convince me that you are not willing to die. And you've used a miracle dice here.
That's only on the other castigator.
Yep. Okay, so let's go ahead and do... This one is going to do las cannons into Vol. Missiles here. Bolters here.
Cool. And this is this guy?
Correct.
Cool.
Here are bolters into the ladies behind me. Rerolling. And 3s rerolling. I'll hand you 4.
The memo. They got the memo.
Here's the las cannons.
Yep. This is in the tank?
This is into her.
Into Vol. Okay, so 2 hits.
2 3s.
3s, yep.
Rerolling 1s. Just 1.
Just 1 4-pin roll. Pass.
Here's missiles. Rerolling because you're above half. Sorry.
You're good.
1 hit. Looking for a 3 because +1 to wound. Good grief. Okay. Jiminy Christmas. Well, I had that coming.
Yeah. Turnabout's fair play.
It's fair play. Let's go Ballistus. Vol has to be dead at the end of this.
Yeah.
There's just there's no future where that isn't the case. So we are going to put lascannons and missiles into her.
Okay.
And we are going to put bolters into these ladies.
Sounds good.
Weirdly, I actually think, yeah, bolters into those ladies. All right, so 4 shots and 3s, rerolling everything. 3.
Kills
They
2.
did not get them.
They did not get the memo.
Here are lascannons.
I'm gonna
2
hit
hits.
the 1 on the objective.
2 at
On her?
Yep.
Oh, fail 1. I live!
So you'd be at 2.
I'll be 2, yeah.
I think that's fine. Here's missiles. Rerolling.
Yep.
2 hits and
Nothing.
that's rough. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we will spend. Do we just use it to throw a grenade at her? You don't have a way to stop me from doing that. So what we'll do is we'll do. If it might be better to tank shock, but I think what we'll do is bolters here.
Mm-hmm.
We'll start with a grenade into her, because then we get to decide where it's
So you're throwing a grenade, it falls.
I'm throwing a grenade.
You're gonna roll, this is gonna be a 0 wound grenade.
It's perfectly possible. Just one.
1! I live!
All right, I knew that one.
What is happening this game?
All right, so what we have to do is 4, 4, 4. I need her to be dead.
Yeah.
So what we do is we throw 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, what we do is we throw 3 guys into her and 2 guys into the Dominions.
Sounds good.
And we'll put the grenade launcher into her as well.
Okay.
Here's the 2 guys into the Dominions. And 3s. 3 minus 1s.
4 ups here. I'm dead. Cool.
Here's into her. She's T5, right?
T7.
Sorry, I knew that.
You're
Rerolling.
Is she your target? Or she's your target? Yeah.
She's my other target.
Yeah. And then 5s?
5s. Yep. Rerolling 1s.
Oh, pretty good. Very good. Very incredibly
I'm
good.
going to hand you 7 3-ups.
Here's 6 3-ups. I'm dead. Cool. Good job, Vol. You really tried.
Yeah, she did.
She really tried. I'll get a miracle die. 2, 3.
Okay, well, that wasn't how I wanted my turn to go, but it wasn't that bad. I still have some charges.
Unlike me, you got there in the end.
I did.
Yeah.
This guy will charge into the
Ballistus
sisters.
Dreadnought?
Yep. On a snake.
Does he fail?
I don't know. I didn't move. I could have moved him up.
Yeah, well, you can just say you moved him closer.
Okay, my bad.
You're good, yeah.
All right. This guy is going to charge here.
Okay.
I will roll that over here.
Yeah.
As is the custom.
This is required.
7.
7.
I'm trying to keep you in the game as hard as I possibly can.
Yeah, apparently.
The intercessors. It's an interesting question of whether I charge them in or not. It kind of opens them up to get smacked. I kind of like sitting in cover right now, but tying you up's not a bad thing either. I think I'll just try it and see how it goes.
Okay.
7 is probably not enough. I think I probably need an 8.
8. Ooh.
Oh no, it looks like I succeed. Did I succeed?
Let me get a non-broken tape measure.
Yep. That looks like...
Oh, this one's broken too.
Here, I got it.
Okay, yeah, if you measure it. I think you're just out.
I'm just out.
Yeah.
I will charge the Ballistus into it,
Okay.
because that Ballistus likes to party.
Yep. Oh, I got 1 banner's point when I held that objective with Battle Sisters.
Nice. Okay, cool.
I'm going to mark that in.
Well, that changes everything that I would have done. So
Yeah.
I'm just
You just would have rolled better, obviously. If you had known that.
yeah, absolutely. We'll just redo the shooting phase, but you don't need to put any of that stuff back.
Yeah. You just get a second shooting. It's AOS now.
AOS, yeah. These guys, now that you're gone, are just going to charge this way.
Okay. You make it.
Well, I don't think he can get there, but just in case, we'll go like that. 7. It's not like you can take the objective, and I score the bottom of turn anyway. So this guy will charge here.
Cool.
8. We're just going to go this way.
Mm-hmm.
How is that guy still alive?
It
is infuriating.
He went like 9 for 8 on 5-ups.
Yeah, that was pretty good. It's pretty solid. Well, let's go ahead and start punching.
Okay.
That ballistas needs to charge too. It's going to charge Thurga, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I might as well just tie you up, right? That way you aren't cleansing or something.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it doesn't really matter what order I do this in, as far as I know. Let's start with the Combi Lieutenant.
Sure.
I call him Sir Stabs a lot.
That makes sense. So he's going to stab a lot?
How'd you know that?
I inferred it from his name. It's like when you meet a fantasy character and their name is like Darth McEvil or something.
Is that guy evil?
Probably.
Dev wound and 1 save at -1. Kill 2 of them.
The memo was gone. It only lasted for the shooting phase.
And then let's activate over here. We'll move and touch both.
Yep.
We'll just fight the Battle Sisters.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2s. 4.
We'll pass 1, and then we'll lose another 1. So I have 2 left.
He's just trying to keep as much alive as possible.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So you're getting rid of a 3?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Let's go here.
Mm-hmm.
We'll start with the maces.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4.
2s and then 4s.
4s. If you guys are of the impression you're going to kill a bunch of vehicles with Deathwing Knights, I have some bad news for you.
5?
5 at -2.
5-ups. I'm down to 3.
Here is the lead guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 out, 2 in.
And then 5s.
5s.
See what happens here. Take 1 save.
-2.
I'm fine.
All right, time for that bike.
Oh god, the bike. No! If I die to this bike, I'm going to be so mad.
2 hits.
Then what, 5s? 6s? 6s? Cool.
Yeah, like I said, they don't really kill vehicles.
They really don't. Okay.
Over there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the castigator. And then 1.
On that one?
Yep.
We're good.
Here's this guy into Thurga. 2s. Take 2.
Good.
Cool.
Thurga's going to hit the wounded one back.
Sure.
Hitting on 2s with her sword. 6s! 1 AP2. Damage 2. Oh, I did damage to it. And then here's the Scribe of Destiny. Hits on 3s. 6s. No, okay, cool. So you're down to what, 5?
Down to 6.
Down to 6. Ugh.
Well, that was really not what I wanted to do with my turn, but I will take 2 on area denial.
Yeah.
And I'll ditch recover assets. I got to bank on just doing well here at the end.
I think you probably got it. So you're getting a 2 on area denial.
Does that bring us up to 44, 45?
Yes.
Okay.
Going into turn 5,
I will go up to 2 CP with the card discarded.
I'm gonna get a 3 on a second on primary. Oh, I'm sorry. My Sister Superior is gonna hit your lieutenant back. 2 hits. Good start. 1 save. AP2. Damage 1. Take a damage.
Well.
Okay, and then here's the heavy flamer girl. She misses. I don't know. I'm still rolling dice.
He had flashbacks to his Tyranid days.
I know.
Fighting the Tyranids.
Boop. Okay, so I'm going to draw some secondaries.
Yes, indeedy.
Please not garbage. Please not garbage. Please not containment. That's doable, actually, I think. A little bit, sort of.
No, I think it's not, actually.
Looking to have them go do 3.
Yeah, that's not bad.
And storm hostile objective. That is doable.
Yep.
So you're going to get like a high score. We're going to see if we can't limit that. I have 1 command point. I owe you a battle shock test here, which I pass. I also get 1 miracle. I also owe you a battle shock test over there, which we pass. Here's from the Battle Sisters, which we pass. Okay. Then I get 1 miracle die on a 4+. I don't, and then I get 1 always. It's a 5. Are we making anyone righteous? So I'd like to take the center back from you. So I think my goal is probably to try and kill the center Ballistus. You're probably going to have this. You're probably going to have that. This is sticky. This is Linchpin, so that will be a 13, but not a 15. So if I can hold the center point here, we're in decent shape. How do I do that? I have 1 path battle shock, which is super nice. So I do need points. So these dominions are probably going to walk over here and contain.
That does make sense.
I think what probably happens is we just like hope we don't fail a bunch of desperate breakout tests. How many? You have a bunch of OC on this point, so we're probably not taking that. So this is the one we're going to storm.
Yep.
Probably involves like falling back him to here and then like charging the castigator into you. Seeing what we can't do. And then just like shooting you to pieces, I think is the goal.
No, my pieces.
And then just accepting stuff and just like lose by like just a little bit.
Yeah.
I will say
we are always thinking about teams here, guys.
Yeah.
Because teams is one of our favorite things to do. And if you lose by a little bit, it's a lot better than if you lose by a lot.
I am grateful that your turn 4 was like the worst turn ever.
Yeah, it was real bad.
But my turn 4 was also like the extra worst turn ever.
Yeah. You
So,
and I
like,
have really been alternating.
Yeah, this is... I feel like we both have like weights around our ankles this game. So it's actually, we're trading like the Super Saiyan trade.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so...
scanned you with the scouter and it went over 1 million. Don't forget, you need to move them for contain.
Yeah. So I gotta be within 9. So I can't be on this objective, so they're just gonna walk over here.
Yep.
So the first thing to do is we're gonna make that castigator righteous.
Oh, yeah.
Does it die when it falls back?
It does. Would you like to re-roll that? Oh, because then it can't shoot.
Yeah. Why, castigator, why?
He's like, I dodged all the damage, but I'm filled with cowardice.
I mean, I guess I'm gonna do it because like I have to.
Right. That's better.
It's something, I guess.
I mean, he doesn't get to shoot, but he does get to not die.
Look, not dying is my favorite thing. Homie here at least passes battle shock test.
I'm going to think, by the way, I might do something here, which is I might just reactive move. Mm-hmm. I think a smart man would do that, and I think I will.
Okay.
I'm going to go to 1.
Sure. You're in tactical, right? So you just go flat 6?
Solid point. That seems real good, actually, at the moment, because I can just walk into the middle at the end of the game.
Yes.
And nothing else can advance and fight me, correct? Or fall back and charge me?
That's very true.
Okay, we'll just go like that.
We're in combat, so no one can contain.
Oh, that was scary for a second. Yeah, I don't think there's any. Yeah, there. I can just go there.
So I think what happens is that this guy drives to right here, and then in my charge phase, I just charge and
that does make a lot of sense.
Be on the objective. I'll put 6 OC on it. I'll get storm hostile. You'll get your 15 because I can no longer stop that. Castigator, why? Does anything matter whatsoever? I can't get any more contains. That is yours. There's nothing I can do about that.
You do want to get storm here somehow, so that happens there.
Yeah, so I'm just going to make this charge with a 5.
That makes sense.
And then I'm just going to do this. And then hope that I don't die to Ballistus kicking me.
I don't think it is likely to happen.
So at the end of my turn then, I will get containment for 3.
Yep.
Nothing else matters, because you're going to hold this regardless of me living or dying is relevant, me living or dying is irrelevant. I will get 4. I have no battle line, I can't get any more banners. So I'm going to go up to 55. I'm just going to pencil you in for a 15, because you'll hold that, you'll just literally just walk intercessors onto that point.
Correct.
So you'll get a 15, and then just go ahead and draw your cards.
Cull the Horde.
Cull the Horde. I don't have any hordes.
Containment, which is an interesting draw. I pay 1 to auto pass this guy. I'm assuming this guy's still alive.
Probably.
He just walks over.
Honestly, what I think I do is he just stays in combat and just shoots and kills this dude.
Oh, sure. Okay, so that guy's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then an interesting thing is whether the combi lieutenant kills those guys. I think probably I do.
Yeah,
you want to roll that real quick?
Sure, yeah. I'm not going to hit you back.
Okay, here's 5 attacks with knives. 1 extra knifing.
Then 4s? 3?
I'll just kill you.
Okay, I'm dead. Cool.
Yep. So then he walks over and does it, and I get
Contains.
6 on contain.
Yep.
And I will bring it down. Let's just say
you just kill probably 1?
I think he dies.
He definitely dies. He definitely dies. That's
So I think I maximum I get 2. Let's just say that.
It's just 2, yeah.
Yep, so I'll get a 2 and a 6. Which gives me
a 4 and a 6, right?
6 on contain, 2 on.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're getting 2, so we should be 4.
I think I kill him in combat in your turn. Because he stays and
right,
shoots.
yeah.
So I don't get to do that.
Yeah.
So I get a 2 and a 6.
And then you'll get 1 more banner's point because you have intercessors
I do.
on that point.
So I'll pick up a 9 at the end. That gives me a 66.
66. Whew.
66-55. You kept it close.
I really tried.
Heck of a game.
Really good game, Kyle. Oh, man.
It looks like, dude, I'm watching it. We're both terrible at 40K.
I know.
I was watching it and it's like, man, we can't score any points. We can't kill anything.
There were some truly epic moments this game.
There were. I think that it was just like it was a game of to see who could fail harder.
I know.
And I was like, no, I'll fail harder. And you're like, oh, hold my beer, Kyle.
I was going poorly. The turn that I the turn 4 that I shot my army at you and did collectively 3 damage with all the tanks and the Volgons. And then I was like, you have a Ballistus at 9 and my army is shot. That was really bad. If the thing had flipped and I have if I kill this Ballistus and kill that Ballistus, which is unlikely, but if the rolls just literally reverse, then I think I eke it out by 4 or 5.
Yep.
But really, it really came down to the wire. This is a very involved, very interesting, one of the most enjoyable games of 40K I've played in a while.
It's very tactical, and you and I were doing a lot of reactive movement.
Yes.
We were going here, we're going there. And it was nice because neither of us necessarily got the drop on the other person.
No.
Right? I came out and did a risky move. I think ultimately that ended up paying off in the secondary category.
I think it was the right call in the end.
Yeah, even though there's ways in which this game could have ended that I would say, I don't know about that. But in Bull, you'll notice, guys, that in every instance we had to use every resource available. I had to pull these guys off the back objective. Yep. We had to talk about, okay, you can do this. If this guy had gone down, I would have been in big trouble, the Thunderstrike.
Yeah, he passed 2 5-ups and then not dying heavy bolters. Just
yep. This guy not dying was he actually did nothing the rest of the game.
I know.
But he also was something you had to worry about.
I know.
And so I was able to hold my expansion just a little bit longer than Q was able to hold his. And he kept me off the objectives really effectively for a long time, but going, he goes second, gave me that momentum to push me over.
Walking the Sacristans out and then failing the 5 with the rule was so big. I just lost the unit for free. They could have just stayed back here. The one thing I think I really want to change about this list, I like it quite a bit, is I want to trade Agatha and the second Canoness for Hospitalers.
Yep.
I think they should just all be Hospitaller squads. Because that squad is so much better than the other ones.
It's so strong.
It is so much better than the other 2.
I think the Dev Wounds is I don't want to say cute. It's good. It's legitimately good. I think from a output level, what this army needs is the Sacristan's real job.
It's to just hold.
Exactly.
So I was originally like, oh yeah, you can take a bunch of buffs from them and kill people. The thing is, that's not what the goal is.
No.
The goal is to be annoying idiots. So you chipped that squad down.
Yep.
If instead it was just healing back and we're just at 10, and it just sits there as 10 Sacristans with a Feel No Pain, and then every turn it just heals D3 plus 1 Sacristans, and they're just whoa. I just hold that objective forever, right? Because you can't knock me off because you don't kill me fast enough.
Yep. If I were going to change one thing about this list, here, what are the ears on the Thunderstrike?
Yeah.
I'd change that for a Hammer Strike, guys. The reason is because the +1 to wound versus vehicles actually didn't affect very much of the game.
Not really.
And I could have used the extra 25 points to turn one of the ATVs into like a full squad or something.
The ATVs are crazy.
ATVs are very good.
Why are they like...
Why are they 60 points, right?
Like, they're not like amazing, but they should be like 75.
I almost think you run the Onslaught Gatling cannons on them just so you have a million shots to kill stuff like
That's
Eldar.
probably better. I also think that the Flamers probably was the wrong... Now, mind you, this game, the Meltas would have been way better because you're all 2 bomber saves.
Right.
But I think I have enough nonsense killing firepower, but having the extra Meltas is nice.
Yep.
Just to have the higher, like, incidental AP.
Yep.
I don't know. I keep going back and forth because, like, if you were playing Eldar, I would have really you didn't have any good targets with Flamers.
No.
But like, if I had playing like Eldar, I would have been glad to have Dominions Flamers. I don't know. I mean, it's just a pick depending on what you need to fight more. I think I could really just see it going either way.
I think this has been a fun match, not only because I enjoy playing with Q, but also because these are very evenly matched armies.
Yes.
Right. They do a lot of things well. I think they're both, in my opinion, like A-tier armies that can play up. And yeah, don't be surprised if you're playing Dark Angels and you're like, I took a bunch of 2-ups and now people just can't kill me.
Yeah.
Right. Having a lot of 2-ups, having these guys, they're never going to put out copious amounts of damage. That's what the ICC do. But what they do is they dependably just kill stuff that gets in their way, right? Over time. And that's huge.
Yeah. I mean, I think really here was I just ran out of, like, I only had the one good source of high AP, and you definitely focused it down as you should have. And then I was just like hoping you fail 3s and 4s with Castigators, and like you didn't, but like yeah, happens.
And that's part of why I felt similarly, because I could have actually used the Hammer Strike more, because I could have used the AP on the Meltas. I would have loved to turn off cover over there. That would have been hugely important. And then that allows these guys to shine. It allows some of this to shine because you're not just getting your cover saves everywhere.
Yep. Well, really good game, Kyle. Stay tuned. There's going to be plenty more Streamhouse RTTing. So you're going to have to see what Kyle does in the next round.
Oh, no. Oh, boy. I get to keep playing.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can tag me in the Sisters channel and Kyle in the Space Marines or Dark Angels channel, whichever one you prefer. And we'll be doing a post-game recap to go over the game, what we thought on our list, what we would change, all that kind of stuff. Have a good day. We'll see you around, and goodbye.